Everybody, good morning or good afternoon. Make sure the correct microphone is on, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Friday, I think we've made it to. Here, let's boot up the game. I don't even have it turned on yet. Just rushing around getting my life sorted out. Oh, how you guys doing? Kitty Rotten on 6-month resub, been subscribed for 11 months. Oh my goodness, 11 months. You're nearly at a year. Thank you so much. Let's see. I don't like having closet open. It makes me feel like the void's gonna get me. Turn on some World of Warcraft and see which characters still need to go chat with Sylvanas before we start chatting with N'zoth. How you guys doing? I'm still kind of riding the high from getting him out yesterday. I was real happy about that. It was very exciting. And I'm hoping that we can keep it going. I'm pretty sure this was the last character I did Sylvanas on, and I think I was doing them more or less in order, especially because all these characters are like sitting in the maw. So I think I have 3 more Sylvanas chances before we're moving on to N'zoth. I have no illusions. I harbor no illusions. N'zoth is going to suck. He's not going to be any fun at all. But if he just coughs up his mount, think how nice that would be. So, but we're gonna talk to Sylvanas for a bit first. No, wrong character, wrong hunter. Oopsie daisy do. New shirt? Nah. I got this one last summer, maybe? Last spring? Not the most recent one, but the one before that. It's comfy though. Plus, I'm adorable. It's got pink mushrooms on it, and then I put my pink mushroom earrings on it, so I can be double cute. Good luck streak shall surely continue today. Continues every day. Oh, look at that. It's a Silithid burrower. It's time to milk my beast build. Crystal Singer, thank you for the 24-month resub. Appreciate it. Especially with N'zoth being in the Veil this week. You gotta unlock horrific visions to get in the raid. Empire. Yeah, I've heard that's awful. I should have like at least 1 or 2 characters that did it in the past that can just like go in and kill him. And I think it's going to take me like 30 minutes to do it anyways, sort of minimum, even with the skip, because it's a lot of running, it's a lot of fighting. He's a long boy. Honestly, it's not the worst. Which one's the worst? Love the mushrooms. Saying a prayer increase my chances of getting a mount. I don't think so. I wish I could lie to you and be like, yes. Bring on your rituals. Lay out your crystals. I was gonna say strip off your clothes and dance, but I don't think streamers can say that anymore. Just, like, summon your luck, and if it's a good party, it is Friday, so, do you, but, I don't know if it's gonna get the mounts to drop. 5 to 10 minutes of flying around. Oh, I meant, like, clearing N'zoth and, like, clearing the raid himself. You gotta, like, run both sides on Carapace. You gotta do, like, go down a bunch of times when you're fighting him. Flabby was saying if you have a trinket that explodes him, like a big burst trinket, then that can really help when you're fighting Madness N'zoth, if you can use it when he hits 60% and does his vulnerability, because you can skip a down phase or 2. But if I'm doing this in my ults, I don't know if they even have such a thing. But I'm getting ahead of myself. It's not N'zoth time yet. It's Sylvanas time. We got 3 more Sylvanas kills. I've gotten kind of lazy and I've stopped worrying about doing, whatchamacallem. I've stopped worrying about doing, turn this down here, the 9. I do still need that mount, but I want to make sure that I'm getting through my more annoying lockouts this week. I'm so happy that we got the jailer mount, because that's such a huge one to break off the list, and it's going to save me like 8 hours worth of runs next week, it feels like, anyway. I did get the death cycle mount. Gotta wake the drakes. Nice, grats, Stoic. Got the Panther mount this morning. Good luck today, Hazel. Thanks. Steve's nuts. Saw Jay gave you a little something yesterday. Grats. Yeah. You wanna see my new toy. Zareth. Zareth Overseer is what that's called. Why are there so many more portal locations in Dornogal? So many more portal locations in Dornogal. I don't know what you mean. Like the Mythic Plus ones? Farmed the Green Infernal with 19 ults and finally dropped in the 112th run in 2 weeks. Congrats! Oh, I don't want to see Gul'dan anymore. I heard people were having a hard time with that one. Got invincible last night. Feel a little guilty because I only started farming 3 days ago. Never feel guilty. You take your mounts and you run. You steal off into the sunset. Ask no questions. Give no excuses. I want a duck mail. Looks like I got the teleporter unlocked, which is nice. Find dragons still the worst. I have a feeling that N'zoth is going to be my least favorite. Getting set up to come out to Sanctum of Domination was annoying, but now that I'm set up for it, it's not bad. This teleport makes things great. It was sort of a pain in the butt to do all the skips to get to this point. I had a dream where, like, I made a video just being like, listen, you go talk to this guy, and you talk to this guy, and you do skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is weird that I'm making videos in my dreams, but not when I'm awake. Blizzard discovered ducks in Dragonflight. Didn't let us ride them. The Dragonflight ducks were kind of weird to me. They don't feel very ducky. Something about their heads makes them a little, I don't know. I think I'm just too loyal to IRL ducks. Raid difficulty mythic. Here we go. Sanctum of Domination LFR would require you to talk to the Shadowlands LFR QNPC, who must be somewhere in Oribos. I don't know offhand where, but if you like Google Shadowlands LFR NPC, I bet you someone will have a map. Do you ever play Hearthstone in your dreams? Yeah, I do actually. I've been going a little too hard this season. And even then, I don't feel like I've had enough time to play as much as I want to. I've been playing a bunch of duos, but I want to try to push solos as well. I haven't really been, I mean, I'm doing fine, but I haven't been playing that many games. This is my 1 of 9 map. This was the first one that I got, the one that I'm riding right now. Yeah, we'll do the two thingies. Yeah, that'll be on my list. Sanctum Gloomcharger. I say Sanctum Gloomcharger is one of the mounts. It's like a little lower, I guess, on my. I mean, we're going to enjoy all mounts equally, of course, but a little lower on the desire scale, just because it is a recolor of something that we have a bunch of already that we pretty much never ride as it is. I'm excited about things like the Nilotha Allseer and the Zareth Overseer that I got, and Vengeance, because those are like pretty unique, pretty noticeable. I don't know. They're exciting. They're cool mounts that are a little bit more unique to themselves. So those are the ones that I want the most. Crashing upon the shores of Marrowfang, farming over and over. Oh, you're already on the last one you need? That's amazing. You got like half the event left. Oh, man. I've been getting a little crunchy from spending all this time at my desk. Not doing so good in the bones department. I want to ride Nyloth on my priest since I'm using the Nyloth T-Mog with the eye staff. Spend the rest of the event getting T-Mog. True. That's a good plan. Let's use our lust. And our cooldowns. Gmod 9, Vengeance, Tazavesh, Freehold. Freehold's nice and easy. You can just run straight to the end. You can get that one done real quick. Playing less duos. Regular partner taking a break. Randoms are fine. Once in a while you get someone that makes you want to concede. I don't know how you could possibly play with randoms, because I only ever do it when I'm like talking in voice. So we can like discuss like, oh man, what is it you're looking for? Is there anything you want me to keep an eye out for? Do you want this? No, I don't want that. Trying to just guess, I'm sure is certainly possible. Probably like playing no voice versus voiced arena in WoW, but like, oh man, if you're used to being able to talk to people and then all of a sudden you're just assuming things, I think it would be tough for me. Yeah, you can farm that Nyloth amount without the cape. But you cannot join the LFR wing without it. Oh, weird. Okay, we're gonna go up to Kel'Thuzad. Find the correct batch of NPCs over here. It's a pretty funny Hearthstone move. Oh. Fast way for ults to unlock the Nilotha raid. I don't know. When it's in Oldham, you can just kind of walk in. I didn't have to do any unlocking to get to the Oldham location, but it's in Vale this week. And I've heard that you have to do some stuff to unlock it, and I don't know exactly what you have to do, so I'm sure I'm gonna be really frustrated with that later. I also need to make sure at some point this month I remember to do the Panda starting thing from Mop Classic or Cata Classic or whatever, because I haven't done that yet, and I don't want to forget. The Panda unlock is real bad. Nyloth without a cape is fine. They've made it so that you go insane, but it doesn't matter. It literally does nothing. Look so bad. Thank you for the 28-month resub. Appreciate it. So that part's fine. You farm Nyalotha with your grit and perseverance and determination and pain tolerance because it's just a long run. Even with the skip. Without the skip, heaven help you. That's a long raid. I guess you could join. People say you can join other people posting lockouts for it, which would be a good thing to do if you were not stubborn like me. At least I have the skip now, but even the skip, it does not skip you. It skips a lot of it. Don't get me wrong. The skip skips a ton of stuff, but it's still a big old project. Okay, do Kel'Thuzon, and then it'll be Sylvanas time. I timed Sylvanas, Mythic Sylvanas, yesterday, and I was very surprised it was over in under 6 minutes. It was like 5 minutes and 40 seconds or something. Or at least it felt that way. It was not like a 10-minute fight, which was, like, I know it was 10 minutes when it was, like, new. And I know that I'm big and strong now, and it's not that big of a deal, but I remember being like, oh man, this is taking forever. And relative to just blowing something up, 5 minutes is forever, but in the grand scheme of your day, it's not going to be the thing that makes you late for lunch. Nixie on deck, summons Whelps. Brawl, get rid of Anixia. Which card ended up winning the brawl? Oh, I don't know. That sounds like regular Hearthstone. I don't know how that works. I don't play that game. I play Battlegrounds. I mean, there is an Anixia in Battlegrounds, but she's got like her little Avenge effect. She's nice for Avenge comps, but I don't really play her very much. Plus, it gives you a skip you can play. It is not enough of a skip. Watching your VODs for the past few days. Sad that you got no drops. I got my first drop. I put the highlight on my YouTube channel. If anybody was like looking for like the moment when the first mount dropped, I stuck that onto YouTube. But yeah, I got my jailer mount, my mythic jailer mount. Someone who's never played any Hearthstone, are the two modes vastly different? Yes. Yeah, it's like the difference between, I'm trying to think of two card games that are very different, poker and Go Fish. Not that regular Hearthstone is simple. I have no idea what they're doing over there, but it's a completely different game. There are some similarities, but like it's generally speaking a different game. It would be like comparing Plunderstorm to regular WoW. I love Battlegrounds. It's like an auto chess game. Had no idea. Seeing you get your jailer mount inspired me to get mine yesterday, and it did indeed drop. Nice. I'd say Battlegrounds is great because you don't have to like pay for cards to build decks, and that's technically true, but they've pretty successfully managed to monetize Battlegrounds anyway, so it's not like it is free, but like if you play a lot of it, you'll usually end up wanting to spend some amount of money. Stuck with this game called Balatro. I've heard the name. I don't know anything about how that game actually works. You love pay for power. Great feedback and reviews. Alright, Sylvanas. Still spent 0 money on BGs. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. What do we need to do in here today? My partner's gone fishing today, so I'm gonna have to make my own snack. Tragic, I know. I might just at some point, like 11ish or 11:30, take a granola bar or something. Life is hard. I know, right? I don't know how I'm expected to manage. So several of my friends enjoyed it. I did not bake anything yesterday. I thought about it. It was hot out. It's been warm lately. It's not really like baking temperatures. It's kind of like shut the windows and the blinds and try to keep as much solar energy out of the building as you can to preserve any last degrees that you can manage. It's I mean, well, that's an excuse though. One of the things that I have to make is literally a no bake dessert. You don't really necessarily have to bake Nanaimo bars. You heat some stuff up on the stove, but that's about it. I'm just making excuses. Homemade ice cream. I have a relative that makes homemade ice cream that's really good. I don't have the stomach for the budget for it. Buying like dairy is expensive in that kind of quantity. Oh, you want to just buy cream in this economy? Arfus is just there when you do KT. You don't have to worry about him. You don't have to do anything in particular to get him to do his thing. He's just there to make sure that the fight doesn't reset while you're down or up or whatever. He's just taking care of business. I don't really think about him much. He's a cutie though. Arfus is the real hero. Don't have him. No. You don't have to have him at all. That's totally okay. I can see where the mix-up would be, though. Come along, Gina. KT reset when I burst him. Oh. That's annoying. I haven't managed to do that yet. I've broken various fights in various ways, but that one's been working for me so far. My pets do not like keeping up over here. They don't like doing the bridges, I guess. That's okay. I like all my hunters. I should level even more hunters. Gosh, we're getting a leveling event next week. Leveling and renown. Goblin renown. Gosh, I should do, at the very least, I should do just like my basic goblin weeklies in Undermine. I haven't done it though, but I should. It doesn't take very long. Just to do like your... Especially if you log on like around surge time, like around half past the hour. If I get another map, maybe I'll take a break to do that. Goblin Dark Hughes ones. They're getting buffed! Dark Hughes is getting a... Not buffed exactly, but like the event will affect the Dark Hughes rep as well. Which is huge. Seems like a really good time to grind it and finish it up, especially like... You know, when you're thinking about Paragon mounts from there. But, slight problem. Mount Mania is still gonna be happening. How am I supposed to grind, like, what? Trash piles for Dark Fuse rep when I have mounts to farm? Blizzard did not give me enough time for everything. Why so much? Can't keep up.
Surrender! All hope is lost.
Yeah, XP boost coming on retail. July 15th through August the something or another.
This time you'll lose, Sylvanas.
Need to finish leveling my ults, only 180. Don't have time to farm for mounts. Yeah, I thought I had lots of 80s, and this event showed me that I did not. Yeah, there's gonna be a Twitch drop too, that's right. There's gonna be some kind of a Twitch thing. We'll have to figure that out.
We're out of time. Oribos is being enveloped by the maw.
Too much to do,
Hold them
can't
back
keep
a
up.
little longer. The portal's nearly open. It's done.
She's just kind of following me around.
No, the jailer is
Oh my
going
god,
to
I don't even want to think about
destroy
Legion
the
Remix yet. That's okay, one thing at a time.
Quickly,
Right now,
champions.
I'm just gonna say hi to
Stop
Sylvanas
Sylvanas.
and see if she wants to give me vengeance, which would be great and would like save me a lot of time. So, these cooldowns.
Nothing escapes my wrath.
He's done it. The army falls.
And mounts? Let's see. Drum roll.
jailer is gone.
Da-da-da.
Wherever that gateway led. It's
The
been
loot lag
sealed
always makes me
behind
want to like
you.
scroll through and read it. No, I didn't get it. I got another Rachel
We
Larry.
thought the jailer
I
was
think I have
coming
one
to
for every day of the
slay
week now.
Arbiter, but he absorbed her essence.
No, we'll park. We'll just leave her out front of this instance for now.
And the sigil were his all along.
2.1k market research save. Was going to use it this week. Guess I'll wait another week. Maybe she does not like you because you did not name your dog Vengeance. Vengeance. To me. Be the real cool kid at the dog park.
Nelly deals for a friend of the Grummels. He'll like you. Farewell,
Okay, I
friend
think I
of
got
the
2 more
Grummels.
hunters to do this on. Yeah. Legendary is drop. I'm using scrap to mass sell legacy loot. Triple threat, the wording of triple threat implies that it is specific to this season. Says specifically war within season 2, so I think it's going away. Can't even scroll the bounty helper add-on anymore. Almost got them all. Nice. Time to buy my yak. Where scrap was a blizzard functionality like in D4. Not BFA scrapping. The add-on is called scrap. Great, but laggy. I don't really have lag problems with it. I do find that it's inconsistent in what it auto flags with the there's features that have it auto junk things that are like below a certain percentage of your own item level, but it doesn't flag everything, so I find myself manually flagging stuff. But once you've manually flagged something once, it's good, so it's been working well. It's been getting the job done.
I understand your frustration, Gaora, but do not rush.
2 more jailer tries for the week. Wish me luck. It's so cool. Good luck. Good luck. We're gonna see. Ride my match around. This character is also Horde. I got 2 more tries for vengeance. I wonder if I'm gonna need more characters for that. I guess it's entirely possible that some of these things we just don't get. But I don't want to not get them. Enough waiting in most raids, you can auto-flag things. Yeah, that's kind of what I was finding. Just sort of idly looking at my bags and adding stuff and sort of cleaning up a little bit. I refuse to accept that I won't get them all. I'm hoping that there's kind of a cascading effect where as they start to drop, it opens up a lot more. Because I'm doing like the longest, slowest ones first, I start to be able to get much denser amounts of attempts in towards the end of the month, and then they start to kind of like, not rain from the heavens, but drop a little bit more rapidly. Got Necrotic Wake done. Wasn't too excited about that one. Oh, I love that, man. I need that one too. Okie dokie. The one nice thing, if I was really fishing for silver linings about not having got the Sylvanas mount yet, is that I am getting a little more mileage out of having set up all these skips and teleports and all these ults. You know, I got to use it more than just the once. Once you can condense the list, you can really throw bodies at it. Especially because lots of the things on my list are things that I can throw 70s at, which means that I'm functionally not going to run out of lockouts. I'm going to run out of time. The only really yucky ones left is basically Vengeance and the Allseer. If I can get those 2, then I can start to farm the rest of them much faster. Not to say that they're going to drop necessarily. Like, we threw things at Gmod for a while and wasn't seeing a hint of it, but, you know, at least, especially doing it on LFR, it'll be faster attempts. Got the Celia mount done. The Bazaar wasn't too bad, but she took forever to die.
Hold this position.
Last boss took several minutes. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. Compared to this, though, it doesn't seem that bad. I feel like it's still probably not as bad as trying to do Nyalotha.
It is time for the jailers.
I need a pet. Where's my pet? Got Gmod when I was doing BFA profession tools because I needed Expulsive. Nice.
Bring down those beasts. You'll need their power to face the Tara crew.
Truly not sure Gmod drops in LFR. 60 LFRs, 2 normals, 2 heroics. I mean, I bet you there's somebody in here that's had a drop on LFR. It's just kind of an RNG thing, but I know how that goes. It's also possible that it has a different drop rate. We don't know that. Feels like you have to play with the training dummies pretty bad. Brian and Siege of Orgrimmar feels so long. Does BOD give you a skip without a quest? I think you have to do the quest to get the skip. Or maybe you don't actually. Maybe they just tacked it in because of it was for Mythic Jaina. I've seen a YouTube video of it dropping in LFR, so it must be true. I'm doing Halter Reflection because it's awful and I want it to be done with forever. Are you able to kill the last boss? I remember I tried to do it and it was bugging so hard I literally couldn't kill it. I couldn't get the loot from it. Guys. Escape from Arthas. Yeah, that one. It kept resetting on me, I think. But it's a faraway problem now. Hi, Terra Group. How you Terra doing? I don't know. We were trying to do it for like an hour on stream, and we were trying everything. I think it was more... There was more to it than just don't touch him. But it's good to hear that it's working now.
The animal you shall serve my will. A hollow victory.
And then time for Kel'Thuzad.
You yield to the inevitable.
Hunters are nice and comfy doing this because they can just kind of lust whenever I need to,
Secure the
which is
area.
nice.
Fortify our perimeter.
Get on.
Explosive
Lady
needing for
Brown.
crafting mog sucks.
We could use your
Isn't that kind of a good thing though? Like,
expertise.
if you feel like Blizzard's sort of giving away all the stuff that you worked really hard for
Of course,
away for easier for free, then having something that was really annoying that you feel like people probably won't do will reserve some things in the game as still kind of exclusive for you because other people will think it sucks too much to do. You know, if they nerfed it, you might not like it.
For too long, I've had to disguise my true motives.
Really twisted logic. I'm just trying to. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Glad it sucks now that I'm done with it. Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
The hour has come to make you pay for the indignities I suffered at Naxxramas. Now,
It's the best place to be relative to annoying content to farm on the other end of it. I don't remember naming a beetle pet Titanus. Oh, they're dancing. Expulsion's very annoying to get. It's the blue stuff that you get from scrapping gear, right? Giving up on some of these. This buff is amazing. Is it specifically scrapping crafted gear, or can you scrap any BFA drops? Any BFA drops, but non-T-Mog items have higher chance. Mostly drops from trinkets. Okay. I don't know why I use my cooldowns.
You lack the
It's gonna be
power
kind
to
of
best me.
annoying down here. Normally I like to try to like lust and one phase this, but without wrath I might. Maybe we can do it. No,
My power grows.
have to do it again. Most annoying was doing engineering helm with expulsion.
Did you really think you had won? Ignorant fools! My phylactery!
Your phylactery? You no longer have the power you
Feel the
require.
chill in your bones? Wait, no.
I like the Kel'Thuzad's kind of chatty, you know?
Answers.
He's not like a strong silent lich. He really likes to dish. $620 Devoker, Mythic Sanctum? Should be okay, yeah. He loves the tea. Make sure you run forward to start the RP on this one.
Azeroth's champions.
I missed that last time I was
You've
eating and I
arrived
didn't realize
at
she wasn't chatting yet.
last. Despite witnessing the broken cycle of life and death with your own eyes.
I'm gonna turn off dialogue. I'll turn up music. The music's nice. Clean up my bags a little bit. Yeah, I'm at the point now where basically all this stuff will just get auto-vendored. That's nice. It's 215 gold I get to keep. I'm excited to see how much anima I have at the end of all this. I've been doing a lot of Shadowlands raids, so they're kind of building it up in their bags a little bit. No, you don't. If I was gonna have more hunters, well, I guess I would level my 70s first. I'm pretty sure I have a troll and a Draenei at least that I haven't leveled yet. Maybe one more. Got Nyloth the Overseer last night. Congratulations, legendary hero. I'm jealous. That's a really nice one to get. Panda. I don't think I'm gonna be a panda. Maybe, I don't think I have like a Void Elf or a Blood Elf or anything yet. Or a Nightborn. I do have a Night Elf though. I don't have any dwarves. There's 3 different— oh no, I do! I have Moofy. I forgot I have an Earthen Dwarf that's level like 27. I could level him and then just use him for like Dwarf Transmog unlocks. One of each race. I could do. I thought about it. I was like, that sounds like the kind of thing. If I was just gonna have a bunch of alts, it would be like me to just have one of each kind of hunter, but I feel like some of them would end up feeling kind of redundant. Mainly the ones that are just like reskins of each other. Void Elf and Blood Elf, or Nightborn and Night Elf. Dark Iron and regular Dwarf, and then Earthen Dwarf. Drakthir Hunter. Oh? Mechanome. I used to have a Mechanome Hunter. She had mechanical pets. I don't actually think I have a Gnome Hunter at all right now. Now that I think— oh no, Squidgy. She's level 70. She was my remix hunter. She was a gnome. That's right. I have a Drakthir Hunter you can soar with a gun. What do you have against dwarves? There's too many of them. 1 dwarves was great. 2 dwarves was fine. 3 dwarves is too many. Too many types of dwarves. The only exception to that rule is elves. They can make infinite elves and people will always be happy to have more elves. Everyone forgets about Nightborn. I know a lot of people said that Nightborn customization was disappointing compared to NPCs, but I thought Nightborn customization was really good. I like them. I don't have one right now, though. You don't think making 7 different types of dwarves would be funny? Whoa! Only if some of them are grumpy and some of them are sleepy and some of them are sneezy. I need allergy dwarves. Move with your mouse? Yeah. Mouse / keyboard. I strafe with A and D. I use both. Mouse steering and strafing. So I can't keyboard turn, but I've never really needed a keyboard turn. No more elves, give me playable ogres. I'm sure somebody's made like a Kultiran and ogre cosplay. It wouldn't be exactly right, but it would be something. Yeah, Naga would be really cool. I'm hoping for that as well. Something that's sort of like been an NPC race and been around in Warcraft for like a long time. And not something that I feel like we invented this year. That's Raze. Gotta go. Come on, Sylvanas. I would like one mount, please. Good luck. This could be the one. Apparently it's attempt 20. Drum roll. Nope. But I got one more chance. I got one more chance this week before we have to wait until next week. These aren't so bad. These are pretty fast. Maybe attempt 21 will do it. Attempt number. It's on my rarity, so it's in my chat log. You can't see it on stream. Last one, best one. I mean, the last one was the run that dropped the Jailer mount. So it's entirely possible. Good dramatic effect. I got my Zareth Overseer in my last run of the week. Are these going to be used in rotation? Oh yeah, these are really cool ones that we're farming for. Like Sanctum Gloomcharger would be a +1, but Nyloth Allseer or Vengeance would be totally a mount we would actually use. Yeah, all the skip quests are account-wide once you've finished them. Apparently the Blackrock Foundry one you can progress account-wide, but that's the only one you can progress account-wide. The rest of them you need to finish the quest in one character, but then all your characters can use the skip. Kinkatsu, thank you for the 44-month reset. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, she picked up the rev. Oh man, should I have time. Let's just right now, real quick, turn on jobs and see if we can do weeklies. If it's happening right now anyway. I'd have to get a chest, like a shipping and handling chest. I only have one more Sylvanas run after this. Surge ends in like a minute. Yeah, I am a little late to it. It probably won't give me anything, I guess. That's a good point. Maybe I shouldn't worry about this. Oh, I didn't even sign a contract for the week anyway. I gotta do that. Oh well. Fiddlesticks. I want to do this, but I don't know when I'm gonna get around to it. There's too many things to do. Ooh, her bags are bad. She's got a Heart of Azeroth in her bag for some reason. Yeah, I was gonna sign with Venture Co. because it's the last one that I'm not finished with. Yeah, surge pricing over. Alright, never mind. We're going to place. She has 2 charges of a Hearthstone. Simple armory updated to just show the mounts you're missing from collector's event. Nice. Option rarity to output the announcement to stream. Oh, really? That's a good idea. I should look into that at some point in my life. It's kind of right up my alley. Alright, let's go do Sylvanas. I forgot that humans have an extra Hearthstone charge until I like leveled this character up again. They must have changed that when I wasn't looking. Next week 14k rep from weeklies alone. Yeah, I think it'll be really good. replacement for the rep buff. Yeah. Congrats on the jailer mount. Thank you, Trisk. Wait till human shamans for 3.5 entire Hearthstones. Oh, how long is the rep buff? Then it's gonna be July 15th until August. Hang on, I have a screenshot saved. I'm making a news video today. Rep buff. Dates. July 15th until August the 12th. Experience in rep as well. It's not like global rep, it's Dragonflight Renowns and War Within Renowns. Dragonflight Renowns being boosted farther. But the War Within Renowns do include goblins this time, whereas last time they didn't. Also, those Mysterious Fortune Satchels, I don't know if you guys remember when I was farming those for like weapon transmogs. Those are back, so if you didn't finish them last time, you'll get another chance to. They have Mog that is shared with, I think, time walking leveling queue boxes or something. I don't know. I finished getting all of them. I just ground them out last time the event was up. Satchels of Mysterious Fortune. It's part of the leveling event that's coming back. They did one not that long ago. When you're leveling characters through Dragonflight and the War Within, it gives you, when the event is active, it gives you like these satchels that have gear and weapons. And the appearances for those were not super exciting or anything, but they were appearances. Yeah, exactly. Time to play my old main to finish reps from old expansions, in case it is useful for housing. Bear in mind, those reps aren't benefiting from the event. It's just Dragonflight Renowns and War Within Renowns. So you can still do the old reps, but they won't be buffed or anything. Yeah, also Hellafall. Oh yeah, this character is 637, that's right. So much for that idea. That mysterious chisel did not want to drop for you. It was being so rude. I was like leveling a rogue just to get more boxes to try to brute force this random, like, I don't want to call it an ugly dagger, but it didn't look like a very sharp dagger. Oh, sure hope there's a video Saturday morning to tell me what it's all about. That would be kind of cool, huh? I want to get the Timeless Isle now. I don't know. I'm going to be struggling with that later today. I am about to... basically, after this character, I am going to be having that same problem. Pretty quickly here, so I don't know. I know it's questing, and I've heard it's annoying. If only such videos exist. If only somebody made a video that comes out like Saturday morning that you could kind of watch with your weekend morning coffee or whatever. Congrats on the jailer stopping the screen. Thank you very much. What about the pirate mount? I've gotten a bit confused. I've lost the thread of what we're talking about. Need more coffee? This month is so busy, it's gonna just fry me. Did you ever go back and get the new items they added to Legion Dungeons? Oh, I doubt it. I don't think so. I think this is the first run that this character is going to do through Sylvanas, because she just got the Mythic Terragru achievement. So pumped for Shadow Meld potions. I can't believe the new patch is going to come out so soon. I'm not ready. I don't know what I would need to do to be ready. I don't need to pull all this trash. I just do it by habit. Still haven't killed Mythic Muggsy yet. Better lock in so I can finish Cutting Edge. Just the one panda crossover mount. Just the one. Sage's Serpent. Xiao Hao Sage Serpent or something. I haven't done it yet. I need to do it. I was sitting here not feeling stressed about the next patch, and then I went on a Wowhead and it slapped me in the face with a big 25-day countdown. Yeah. It'll be fun though. It looks like a good patch. It looks like a great raid. Cool zone. Fun dungeons. It'll be a good time. I just I don't feel like I'm getting any time to breathe in between. But I also have like life stuff going on right now too, so a lot of praise for the raid. Yeah. I loved it in testing. I thought it was such a good raid. Like, they always knock it out of the park, but they've really kind of dialed in how to make fights that are satisfying, but also not, like, impossible to figure out. They're not complicated to explain. They're not complicated to learn. They take, like, some practice to execute, but they're not... It's not really as crazy as it once was. Kill it! Aw, man. Tonight I'm doing the Sepulchre, then farming the OC91 mount. Right, the OC91 mount! Have we had any confirmation from Blizzard that it's going away? I need to finish that too. Gosh. Yeah, they've really leaned into limited time events. I bet you it's working for them though. 8 mask and underpin. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess I should. I mean, they're fun challenges, and it's easier to do them than it ever has been because of like the disc belt and whatnot. But I guess if I wanted to feel better, I would say, Hazel, at least you finished 8 mask. You got your mad title. You did underpin. You're the real deal. You got your triple threat. You got your head of the curve. Got your 3K mount. Like, we did do lots of things. Thank goodness we finished triple threat before this month. Like, I remember I was being like, oh man, it would be nice to get this done, so I'm not doing it while the mount event is going on, but like, thank goodness I did, because I wouldn't have done it. I would have given up. I would have been too busy with this. Real deal or real deal? Both. I have both. Where are they? There's the real deal, and then there's the real deal. Triple threat is for timing keys on a +10. Every key of the season on every roll, so tank, healer, and DPS. Not retroactively counted to the beginning of the season either, like between 11:05 or wherever the heck we are, and now. Good luck. Thank you. OC91 is from Overcharged Delves. Not very hard to get, but takes a little bit of farming. You need to fully spec out the research tree from Overcharged Delves to get that. It was rude that triple threat wasn't retroactive. I had to redo a bunch of keys that I'd already healed and DPS'd. What is the real deal reward? The title. The real deal. That's underpin. Doing it solo gets you the title. It also, you get a gold skin for your Delver's Gobtrotter as well. And the mount skin you can get in a group too. But if you want the title, I think you gotta do it solo. Yeah, triple rolls gives you the triple threat title. on 10s or higher. Other way around. Mount is solo and then the title is for either? Mount is solo, title can grip. Gotcha. Underpin's really hard, yeah. I ended up doing them on Shadow Priest and it was a big day. It was a tough time. I was working on that for a couple of streams. Melee must have hated this. Wasn't there like a thing? I feel like there was a thing where Melee could still hit her without having to actually follow her around because it was going to be so annoying otherwise. Doing all in +10 sounds super hard. Not that bad if you've done keys. If you've done the keys on one roll, expanding to do them on another roll isn't outrageous. It's not easy, especially like I was kind of lucky that my main was a healer, which I feel like would be the hardest thing to learn from scratch. Not impossible, certainly, but healing 10s, if you'd never healed anything before, would be probably a bigger stretch than DPSing them when you usually heal. I did healer and DPS on my priest, and then I got a prop paladin set up to tank them. I also ended up polling people, like for my tank keys, I stacked a group. I listed in Group Finder looking for carries. I pulled the highest item level people that I could to basically make the dungeons not like knockover easy. You definitely still had to do mechanics and do it properly, but I overgeared it with the people I was bringing as much as I possibly could for the tanking. It was a cool challenge though, because it got me to play some stuff that I don't normally do. I did it on stream. There's some VODs on my YouTube stream VOD channel somewhere. Tanking keys and whatnot. Are my pets coming? No, they get. Oh, they're on their way. They're just not coming very quickly. Oh, she's up here. Hate the chain part of this fight. It takes a while. It's just slow. I thought I was going to be falling off. I mean, knock on wood, jinxing it, but I thought I was going to be falling off while I was farming it more than I have been. I don't think I've fallen off the edge yet. On this fight specifically. I wiped once because I forgot that you had to jump during raise and it wasn't an extra action button thing on the last phase if you don't push her in time. Got an Invincible and Death Charger's Reigns this week. Working on Mim's head. Seems to be sneaky still. Wish you luck. Those are nice ones to get done with. I wonder how many new Invincibles are out in the world this week. Expecting to get her legendary bow, but I got Vengeance the other day and no bow yet. That is remarkable. I've killed her 20 times. I've got the bow almost every time. No magnet. Happy Mount running. Thanks, Beacon Hills. Data for Azeroth posted on Reddit like 1,400 new Invincible Achieves triggered. That's not as many as I thought. Do you think the event is a success? And what do you think they should do moving forward? Yeah, I think the event's a success. I don't know what the metric for success would be, though. Like, what are they expecting? What would make it a failure? You know, like, how do we quantify that? And then going forward, I hope they just do it again sometime, you know? Once a year, once an expansion, whatever it may be. It would be nice if it rotated back every now and then. Or I would love to see them do a different version of it where instead of instance mounts, it's open world, world boss, and rare drop mounts with increased spawn times for those things. That would be very fun. I've heard people suggest that, and I really hope they think about it. I don't know how complicated it would be to do, but it would be good. Because I don't really want... I want to farm, like, Rust Feather Mount, but... Or Soundless, or... Breeze Biter, or whatever, but, like, it's hard doing a low chance drop like that when you're also sitting around waiting for, like, an hour, half an hour, 6 hours, whatever it is, depending on the thing, for it to spawn, and then you have, like, a 1% or less chance. Like, it's just... I can wait, or I can have a low chance, but doing both really sucks. Alright. Last chance of the week for vengeance. These are my gimme fingers. Nope. Another racial area. Bows for days. Alright, time for N'zoth. Thoughts and prayers. It does not work for streaming, but just play Hearthstone while waiting. Yeah, I bet. The Oldham Camel where you have to travel to be disappointed. KT's no longer hard to clear at Mythic Solo. They did change it. Oh yeah, Karokta. I forgot about that. Alright. So, I'm gonna do N'zoth. He is in Vale this week. I'm gonna start on the characters that I am pretty sure would have at least unlocked it, which is basically this one and this one. I don't know if any of the rest of these characters would. This one would have a chance, but I don't think it's a very high chance. Because if, you know, if he just drops me them out, then I don't have to worry about unlocking Vale on my ults. So we'll start with that. You can make tabs. Yeah, they have campsites. You can make multiple different groups. You can rename them. You can give them their own backgrounds. It's great. I also want to time myself and see how long it takes to drag my priest through. Nyalotha Mythic. Difficulty Mythic Nyalotha. I'm gonna get my stopwatch out. Did not see Breeze Spider for all the Dragonflight. I think I killed it maybe once. And that's a big maybe. I may have never killed it at all. I think there's a Vale port. Like a direct Vale port somewhere here. Not that one. Must be this way. Want folders for the character screen. Like nested. More nesting. This one. Oh no, this is Jade Forest. It'll work though. Got the Nyalotha All-Seer a couple days ago at least. Nice. Breeze Spider is one of the most miserable mount farms in the game. Soundless has to be the worst one, right? Because Soundless was like a 6+ hour spawn time. It was so rare. Fabius enters the chat. Fabius, at least, though, if you see him spawn, you get them out. Like, if you can just take the selfie, you're fine. You don't have to wait 6 hours or 8 hours or whatever and then go, oh no, I didn't win a 1% roll. Better luck next time. Like, I don't think Fabius is bad for that reason. However, I should disclaim, I don't have Fabius. I once put together an on-stream camping group for him. I camped for an entire stream. It didn't spawn. I was like, well, I'm out of time. Good luck, guys. I left the group. I went to go have lunch. 5 minutes later, it spawned when I was gone. So how about you guys got it? I did not. Easy to get, never seen it. He was also easier to get at the beginning of that patch because for a while there was a cheese where a tank could keep him in combat and could keep him aggroed so he didn't despawn, so that you could just kind of like assemble a group and just get people in. They eventually fixed that. This is the wrong thing. Like, where's the door? Wrong obelisk. Good luck in your beautiful map. Thank you. Here we go. Alright, let's see how long this takes. We have the skip at least, which is good. But there is role-playing, there is running. There's all kinds of stuff here. That add-on is Can I Mog It? Can I Mog It? Forsaken Inksy, good luck. You like it? I figured somebody should wear it. One of my alts. How do you get to the second platform? You just run off the edge while she's casting rays. Not before and not after, but once she starts casting rays, you just run towards the edge. Just run off it. It'll boop you to the next one. I died on my first time pulling that because I completely forgot how it worked and I was waiting for like an extra action button or something to click. Now, does anybody want a Pharaoh's Empire's Dream? Because I got 2, 4, 6, 8 of them just now. If anyone's in the market. It's funny. Reminds me of coming back to WoW since my big break. Hadn't played since the beginning of Mob. Void Talon's a hard farm too, especially when it came out. Pre-class trial farm strat. Void Talon, yeah. I got given that one. There's a couple of mounts like the camel figurine mount and the Void Talon mount that somebody would just find spawns for and then come to the stream and be like, hey, do you want it? And I'd be like, okay. Thanks. I haven't taken a ton of freebies in my life, but I did take those ones. I don't think I regret it. I think if I hadn't taken them, I still wouldn't have them. It's not like I was about to farm them. It's cheating, right? Camp the spawn points in Shadow Mountain Valley in PvP mode, and any low level I saw, I would just bully until they left. I came across what was it? The Stonecore rare spawn dragon that like flies around. I forget what it's called. Anax, I think. I just randomly came across it when I was out there doing some garbage, I don't even know. And there was like a group of 2 people that was like following it around, clearly waiting for someone else to like show up so they could kill it. And I was like, don't mind if I do. And I burst it and I took them out. And then I immediately Alt F4 logged off so that nobody could be mad at me. Or they could be mad at me, but they couldn't be mad at me. I was like, free real estate? Because, you know, it's a jerk move, but it's not like a legal move. It's not like anybody owns it. Yeah. Fair game. Mean game. Fair game. Confessions of a Collector. I admit it was me. Excuse me, knock knock. Let me in. Do not tell me I have to kill Mott and Skitra. I will not be happy. This is karma. Oh, it's an elevator, isn't it? Is it an elevator? I think it's an elevator. Click the door? I don't see any, like, cogwheel. Use the doors, you need to click them. Click what, though? Like, there's nothing to click here. You do need to kill Mott and Skitra? For the skip? I do have the skip, though. I finished it. On this character. Oh, no, I didn't finish the skip. Oh, I thought I had the skip. Alright, we're going back. I thought I finished it. I'm finishing it now. This run will finish it. Okay, this is gonna be long. Yeah, going forward, after this character will have it. It will be account wide. I just didn't. I thought I had it done and I didn't. I forgot. I forgot that I need to do it one more time. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be a little bit. It's a good thing we're doing a long stream. This is a long run. I just have to remind myself, at least it's faster than clearing the raid was manually back in the day. Oh gosh, we're gonna have to go down the pit. We're gonna have to do the whole clear. Holy moly. One more full run. Yep. Last full run. Is there transmog at least? No, I have all the transmog. I have literally all the transmog from Mythic. You can't even mount in this area. I'm whining. I'll stop. Wish the pit was cut from raid. Don't like those 3 bosses. Do you have all the item IDs? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Hang on. Let's do turn sources on for a second. This raid is massive, yeah. Escape only allows you to open the gate. Yeah, yeah. You still have to kill the first 3 bosses? Really? I don't want to believe that. I want to believe that if I have the skip, they let me go through that door without killing Mott and Skira. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just first. Rathian Fury, then N'zoth. Or Carapace or whatever, yeah. Why is my camp broken then? Are you having the same problem I had where I thought I was done the skip but I wasn't? Time to kill every scarab. They're not even in combat with me yet, so like if I did a halo, it would just go right over them. Here's my Holy Nova button. Oh yeah. Item IDs. No, looks like I've got all those too. It shouldn't be that surprising if I've full clearing it with double drops. I think will, generally speaking, get you basically everything. Oh, I forgot a little buggy. There we go. Yeah, the scarabs would be 1,000 times nicer if they just all aggroed when you hit one of them. Do you think it feels as nice to get learned from another item as opposed to a brand new appearance? No, of course not. But better than nothing. I don't generally collect source IDs unless they happen to me. But I do still like it if they happen to me. Any favorite looking raids? Amir Drasil maybe. Amir Drasil is really pretty. I loved, oh gosh, what was her name? She had a funny name that people wouldn't say. The Dreamweaver. Home. Dragonflight, Amir Drasil. What was her name? Nimue. Nimue was a really cool boss. She changed so much from testing to live. My footage for that fight was useless. They like completely 180 redesigned that fight from testing to actual live gameplay. They made it so much easier. The original version of her was so much more challenging. Okay, we gotta go do Skitra. Doing hardcore, need 'em all. I hope they don't do that for Mana Forge. I don't think they will. They don't have enough time to. They're testing so close to raid release. They better be done. They would always say Naimu. I don't remember where I heard someone say Nimue that I decided that that was how it was pronounced. I don't remember if it was voice acting or like a Blizz dev in an interview, because you can't always, you know, sometimes Blizzard just like, I don't want to say they invent pronunciations, but it's just difficult to be consistent, especially when some of them are so janky. Surprised that the next patch is so close for the announcement. Yeah, I don't know if it feels like faster than it normally would have been, or if I've just been so distracted and busy with all these events and stuff going on. Also, I feel like I'm going to turn off one or both of my lights here. Yeah, it's better. We're going to be here all day. We don't want to give ourselves a headache too early. It's just a little bright. Hi, Skitra. Skitra kind of looks like an action figure. Thrown off, I wanted to announce midnight at Gamescom. Learning how to say Ishar, she was a real kicker. What is the most... I want to say mispronounced boss name. I guess Nimue's probably up there. Or like, hard to say where we all just like collectively gave up. Apparently it's Yasharaj. I refuse. I'm sure you're right, but I don't care. He's Isharj. I'm Isharging him. N'zoth, usually said wrong. What's wrong with N'zoth? Don't tell me it's like N'zoth. I'm not N'zothing. Heard people say Wei Charrier. That's new. It's N'zoth? N'zoth hint. Ardenweald Warboss. Ornamentos. Seafood. Yogs. Casts are on. Everyone just says Brood Twister. Wasn't it just Brood Twister Ovanax though? I feel like it wasn't that hard. Let me see. Brood Twister from Nerub Palace. Let me see. Or within Nerub Palace. Yeah, it's just Ovanax. I feel like you can't go super wrong there. Oh, Ovi or Avi. Yeah, that's small potatoes though. That's not what I'm talking about. I want big butcherings. Big name butcherings. Bartender Bob, super hard to pronounce. There's, we're fighting Nexus King Saladar in this next raid. And I will miss 0 opportunities to refer to him as Nexus King Salad Bar. That's happening. I don't care if it's not funny, it's happening. I think it's funny. Oh yeah, Il'gynoth. I will forever call Sepulcher, Spelunker. I don't think I knew how to pronounce the word Sepulcher. I maybe still don't. I might still say Sepulcher. Until... I don't even know when. Frank, yeah. He's hogged the salad bar for too long. I misspelled Kael'thas as Carl, and he's forever Carl to me. That's the one I was thinking of. That's probably the one that gets ruined the most. Is I don't even know. I still to this day do not know how to say. I don't even know. Somebody was trying to tell me that there's German words written like that. The boss in Sepulcher. We used to call her DeSausage. I'm glad that she's not a real person, because otherwise I feel like I would feel really bad. Sepulcher. Shadowlands. Sepulcher. This one, yeah. Her. Designe? Yeah. Dosenge. It's in a way that I feel like English doesn't really know how to deal with. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't remember what I called her in the raid guide. I probably just found a way to not do it. Skrillex. Mm-hmm. Dosenya. It might have been Dosenya. That sounds like the kind of thing they would have done. But I don't come across letters in that order very often in my life. I don't really know what to do with an E, G, N, E. Here we have boss 7. That brings us to this lady. Worst raid? What's the worst raid? I don't know how to pick the worst of something. You know, like, it's content in a video game. It's not like it kicked my puppy. I'll do the pit first. I miss Morchi. We're gonna see Morchi again. Oh, no. Morchi was, I get Tazavesh mixed up with, the one that we had last expansion. The Mega Dungeon from last expansion that had the quantum stuff. I get those two mixed up, and I don't know why. Hyjal kicked me. I was graced with the Zareth Overseer. It's the mount I'm riding around in here whenever I get out of combat. Pretty excited about it. Dawn of the Infinite, that's right. This is gonna be like an hour long right clear. It's good gold or something. Morchi is cool looking. A little heavy on the eyeliner. I liked it when they made her hats enormous. Because it was kind of hard to see before, but then it was really funny when the hats were just like 7x sized. New maneuver from Path of Ascension. The trees had great names. Hoping the Antorus mount drops quickly. Spent like 15 minutes trying to figuring out where to go, right? Once you've got it, but like, yeah, it was annoying. I was getting lost a lot too. It wasn't terribly obvious on the map. Tim, thank you very much for the 32-month resub. Appreciate it, Tim. Remember Janathra said the Santa had in his head, the 2 small ones on his horns? He was probably one of my favorite bosses to get Santified. They always do a few of them, and some of them are really fun. Denathras was great, though. My raid was cackling. The Ovanax eggs had their own hats. Oh, I forgot about that. This boss is just so upsetting looking. It is gross. They knew what they were doing with that one. Razigat had a Santa hat and a sugar cane in her hand or paw. Oh, I forgot that she had like a little candy cane thing. Frantically running around Karazhan, literally getting motion sick. You get turned around so much in there. I would get lost in there, and I ran it like 400 times. More fun seasonal boss hats. Witch hats for Halloween. We're gonna get Brewfest. Gahoon had Santa hats on his cysts. Oh no. Oh man. Yeah, chess event is annoying. It's not bad, but it just takes a bit. Hazel. Hi, Scarlett. How are you? Happy Friday. I'm doing my last full clear of Mythic Nihilotha. Can I reverse manifest you getting these mounts? You can try. It would be fun. You come through and be like, she's never getting the mount. It'll never drop. Just like jinx it into dropping. This isn't the run. You're never getting the Sylvanas mount. I'm never getting it this week, that's for sure. I'm out of attempts for this week. But it's good. It's time for us to move on to Nihilotha. Raining Sepulchre, thanks to you, Seraph Mortis. Is so pretty. Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely area. Nice raid. Okay. You go back. Works like theater where you aren't supposed to wish someone good luck. How was your day? Not too bad. Not too bad. Feeling a little crunchy and sore, but it's mainly because of my own choices. Good gold from these runs. Yeah, lots of stuff to vendor. At least I can mount up in this area, so I can vendor some stuff. How are the pets? They're good. Moose is feeling much better today. He had a case of the runs yesterday, but he is quite recovered, which is good. I think he's snoozing. He's catching up on his food. I had like really bad dreams about Miss Kira last night, but then I woke up and she was okay. She was saying it's funny, she's not usually that chatty, but I woke up and she heard me wake up and then she just had like a lot to say to me. It was very cute. I swear my cat knows that I'm having bad dreams and she often wakes me up during them. Aww. I bet she does. That's so sweet. Seeing my dog first thing in the morning is like one of my favorite things about getting up, because he doesn't sleep in the bedroom with us. I don't know why. He could. There's a bed for him right there. He'll come like lay down in the bed while we're going to sleep, but once he feels like he's put us to bed, he'll wander off and go sleep in a different room. But then in the morning when he hears me like get up and open the curtains, you'll hear his nails come click-clacking and he comes trotting down and trotting down the way, and then I'll go, Moosey, and he'll be like, Mom, and then he'll come fall over. Give him a big morning hug, do his moosey noodle. I think my cat is orchestrating my bad dreams. Your cat's just got a reverse dream catcher. She's just catching nightmares. He or she's catching nightmares and just embedding them into your brain. Want housing a tiny bit more, but 11-2 will suffice. I think with all the stuff they're keeping us busy with, 11-2 is gonna, or housing is gonna feel like it's here before we know it. Until will be released, and I'll still be doing weeklies for Cartel reps. Listen, we're getting an event. It's going to boost the heck out of them. You'll get them finished. July 15th to August 12th. 100% bonus get rep, including to all of the Goblin cartels, including Dark Fuse. It's happening. I'm counting on it. I need that rep too. It does count for Dark Fuse. Yeah. Big news. 1 rep per week, true. 1 rep per week. But I think it's 4 weeks, so you could do 1 each week. The actual renown should do, yeah, like the overall Cartels of Undermine renown as well. You pick one of the 4 Goblin cartels to work on in a given week, and your whole account will generally deal with that cartel. Dark Fuse is not included, so you could do 1 cartel plus Dark Fuse. Dark Fuse is different. You don't have to ally with them. You just grind market research and then turn it in. Oh, I forgot. We gotta do Hive Mind and Raden as well. We're not done yet. Going on vacay in 2 days. Plan is out of the window. Oh, what kind of vacation are you going on? Sunny? Relaxing? Ski? Culture? Max portals for the mounted drop. I'm not quite sure what you mean. You can use multiple characters to continue running a given boss as many times as you can. But it'll depend on how many characters you have, because once your character's done it, they're locked out for the week for a raid boss. Oh, for the yellow event. No, the event, you can grind those forever. People have gotten their mount on like the 100th portal in a day. For that, you can just grind it. Doesn't seem to be any special bonus for the first of a day, as far as I can tell. How about the market? Yeah, how about that market research fight? Supposedly, fastest way to do it is just to grind the trash digs. You just go around and dig trash as much as you can stomach. Don't turn it in yet. Save it up for when that renown buff comes around. My Dark Fuse is terrible. My Dark Fuse is only honored. But I'm gonna be still doing this. I'm not gonna be done yet. July 15th is only 4 days away. There's items you can buy from the Dark Fuse vendor that makes mobs drop more research, but the mob farm's boring. Yeah. I can see that. Oh, wrong way. Alright, let's see if we can go get Raden. I wonder if I can just pull him. Looks like it. I don't think his trash even aggroed. Only half an hour. And now to the part that we were trying to skip to in the first place. Yeah. I think that trash is smart. It didn't want anything to do with this. It saw the little buggies in the hallway die and thought, you know what? I've got a long life ahead of me. What have I been paying into my pension for? I want to retire by the coast. Alright, what did I learn from this? I think I learned that I have to kill this trash. Otherwise the portal doesn't open. Raid has nice valuable epic BOEs. I wonder if they're gonna get less valuable because of all the people running it. A lot more supply. Midnight better not be this washed out maroon and purple. Ah, I don't think so. I think if it comes to it, I will farm mounts with this event instead of doing rep. If it comes to it. If I have to choose mount farms first. Those will save me more time in the long run. Hi Hazel and chat. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Hi Natsa Girl. I think I have to talk to somebody. Gotta get used to this RP. I'm gonna have to do this a few times. So I tell Rathian I'm ready, and then I think they yammer for a while. Got the 9 mail. Congrats, Yokohama. Praise the sun. Wish I'd done all the skips before this event. Yeah, I wish I'd finished more of them. Oh, speaking of skips, I turned it in. And then we gotta go do all the trash. There we go. So this will be faster on my next character. But I think I only have one more character that can even get out here easily. The rest of them are going to have to do some unlocking to get it sorted, which is why I'm really hoping that maybe the mount will just drop this pole. Because why not? You know, it's as good a chance as any other. Plus 20 key or mythic rating? Oh, plus 20 for sure. 20's really hard nowadays. 20s are very high. Pretty sure it's gonna drop right here. Almost done with my mounts. I'll need Dragon Soul, Shadowlands BFA stuff next. Nice, congrats! Those are good rates to get checked off your list. Alright, and they're yammering again. It's gonna take a while. It's 32 minutes now. I'm curious to see how long it takes before we're actually like at the mount part, because we're gonna have to do both sides. This fight takes a while all by itself. How mad will we all be if you can't buy Legion mounts in Remix this time? It would be pretty funny. Especially for people that like farmed them now, just in case. Hopefully I don't have to talk to him again. I don't think I do. I talked to him once. I think it's just a long wait. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Oh, he's absorbing damage. At least I remember what I have to do this time. The first time I came up here, I was just like sitting there like, I don't know why we'll let me hit him, I forget. I feel like there's something I have to do. This is much nicer to do with a friend, because you guys can run up one side each and not have to wait, or not have to do both by yourself. Sure, all those pop. And then side 2. Although if you do have a friend, you guys have to stack for paranoia on N'zoth, otherwise you're gonna get in trouble. It hurts. It'll kill ya. Oh hey, it's We Have Gahoon at Home. Farming the mounts this event for Legion, just in case, bird in hand. I'll do them if I get everything else. But I'm not going to prioritize them over these ones. I think is where I'm at. Okie dokie. Fury takes about a minute 50 to yap before becoming attackable. My goodness. It looks like my full clear is going to take like 40 minutes. Maybe 45. depending on how long Madness takes. But N'zoth, you could just cough it up now. Wouldn't that be nice? This would be such a great mount for my priest. Bestform, Charhound, and Shackledors will drop for me this week. Gmod still not dropping. Good luck, good luck. And then this guy's got a yap for a while. Got Urzel yesterday. Nice. Him oozing out of the ground like that is so yuck. Wait until you see one of the bosses in Mana Forge Omega. It's like aggressive. Just the visual that happens in the phase transition. I don't know. It's not really a spoiler to say it. It's not like a story spoiler or anything. There's a bug that's hanging from the ceiling, and it's kind of like a moth, but with like a really big butt that's hanging from the ceiling. And you're fighting it, and it's just doing moth things. And then you phase it, and the bug splits in half. The front of it drops down to the floor. The butt of it stays tethered to the ceiling and just rains goop in like a goop shower. It's so gross. When we pulled it like in raid testing, I feel like half the group gagged. It was really funny. It was disgusting. And I had my graphics turned down for frame rate. Why? Yeah, it's a little yucky. Yummy, free nutrition. Just the boss visual. Bug you. I thought it was spectacular. It makes you think. You're not gonna forget it right away. Alright, Psychus. Where are you at? You don't really have to do synapses on top of him. You can. He's gonna shell that. So excited for player housing, was just reading about it. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Nexus King reminded me of the last boss. For sure. Endeavors remind me of Animal Crossing visiting vendors. Yeah, that's a good analogy. I hadn't heard that one before. I was a little nervous because it looked like content. And I don't like chores basically. I don't want my housing to come with a bunch of chores. That's what real houses are for. But I think it'll be alright. Besides, it may come to a point where you've kind of bought everything from those vendors, so you just don't worry about it. Or maybe it's just a bunch of stuff that you would have been doing anyways. gotta say shell back like immediately. It's health based. Sweep the virtual. Oh. At work, wanted to do mat runs. At least I can watch Hazel. I can't do my own runs. Hopefully we get some luck. There's like a door somewhere, right? There's gonna be a door. There's the door. Nah, you don't need the cloak. Another Eye of Corruption for me. Good luck. Whoa! Come on, N'zoth! No. That was 41 minutes on my main to do a full clear of that raid. Luckily, I should now actually have the skip unlocked, but unluckily, it might be kind of annoying getting there. But at least that part's done. Good grief! Right? But, yeah, we got the skip finished now, which is great. We're just gonna be happy about that. Questline to unlock it, it may be. I've got one more character that I don't think has to worry about it, and then I will probably have to worry about it. But I'm going to take a break. First, I'm going to get up, stretch. I might be out for a minute or two. I might grab a snack as well, just to have it. So I will, I'll be back. Hold tight. Kirby. I am back. Thanks for waiting. I made a little pot of tea. Or at least I put some hot water and a tea bag in there, and we'll make it work. I think my next character that has a chance of having all of this unlocked already is my druid that I just got to 80, because I've had her for a long time, so there's every chance that she was caught up during BFA. I've had that character since at least WoD, if not earlier. Got the Dauntless Links for my first box? Nice! Congratulations! I really wanted it, didn't know how I should farm it. There you go. Problem solved. Break music. I think it must have just been login screen music, or maybe Dornagal music? Do you make homemade spaghetti sauce and or pesto or store-bought? If I'm having like tomato sauce, I basically get store-bought in the can instead of the jar. Easier to recycle, cheaper. Basically whatever is the most on sale possible. For pesto, I don't do it very often, but if I am doing pesto, I've made it. Because you can grow basil really easy and cheap. But when I make it, I usually, when I say pesto, at least for me, it's usually just basil, garlic, and olive oil. Because Parmesan and pine nuts are both really expensive. But if I just use fresh garlic, fresh basil, some olive oil, it gets like 85% of the way there. And it saves you like $40 worth of ingredients. Lockout sharing not against TOS, no. It does feel kind of weird, but you're fine. If they want us to not do it, they'll patch it out. Okay, so Veil. Oh yeah, Underpin's really annoying. I hadn't done that thing, but yeah, weak horse, chat weak horse should be fine. Yeah, you could, I'm sure you could just use garlic and olive oil. What are we saying here? We are going to Veil, which means probably a Stormwind, Jade Forest, and Fly. I'll time it again to see how fast it is. I'm 632, but we're at least it's a BFA raid, so while doing more damage would be nice, we're not likely to get stuck because of a lack of DPS. Zoldak, though, if you ask me in 10 years, I might be in a different place in my life, and I might be, like, homemaking pasta sauce or, like, buying more expensive ingredients. It might be a different era. BFA. Which we paradoxically go to Pandaria for, that's right. Yesterday, almost applied for Squirrel Squad. Finger was about to twitch. You can certainly, I'm sure you can enjoy solo activities while in the guild. I think there's a bunch of players that play like that. See if the tea is good. Oh, I have my cherry blossom cup. It's very Jade Forest appropriate. Whoa. Bird fly. Oh, that tea looks steeped. I should take that tea bag out. I don't have the tools to do that right here. Otherwise, it's just gonna get really strong. Alright, one sec. Sometimes I bring like a little teabag removal kit to my desk with like a little spoon and a little dish. And other times I didn't. We're just glad we're here today. Got all the mounts up to Watts. That's great. Nice. That's nice to have sorted out. How many new mounts was it? Do you know? Do you have a count? Okay, if you don't have a count, I don't usually. Whenever people ask me, I usually estimate. How is it? Minimum jailer 600. You can try. Jailer I don't think is going to like wipe you for not like the thing that is tricky there is to get past Rygalon because he starts doing big damage later in his fight, so if you don't kill him really quickly, it can help to be a Necrolord and have a shield to help get through that. And then Lords of Dread, you need to be able to kill them before they permasleep you. But holding cooldowns for their swarm phase can help with that a lot. So Jailer himself, I think you can probably fight him for a long time as long as you're doing the mechanics all right. He's probably not the problem. It's probably Ryglon and Lords of Dread. But I think you can, I mean, depending on the class. Bring drums. Bring some drums. If you don't, if you are worried about the character and if they're not a lost class. Yeah, you gotta get them down before the permasleep. If you're a paladin, you can bubble the permasleep, I found. That's kind of fun. Other classes may have workarounds as well to break it. But saving cooldowns, using drums or less, and bursting them during swarm is kind of the best thing I found. $755 total mounts. Gosh, it feels so nice to know that I'm done with it. I don't have to. No more jailer for me. At least no more mythic jailer. Maybe I'll do the other difficulties for transmog if I get all my mounts. Alright. Stopwatch. How long does this take? With the skip this time. I got the jailer mount yesterday. I popped the clip. The highlight is on my YouTube channel. We were trying for it all week. Felt pretty good. Yeah, I want a transmog farm as well. But, oh. Frathian, are you okay? I want a transmog farm as well, but I want to make sure that I... Right, hang on. Dots. With cooldowns, actually. Not bad. I grabbed a Wowhead raid spec for Boomy, and I think that's helped a lot. So we should be able to skip Smont and Skitra, skip Skitra, and head right to the door, and it should be a door this time. Fingers crossed. Heading into Sanctum now. I expect 2 new mounts this run. Skiptra. Need to click the door. Yeah, but there should be a door to click at least. Should be okay. We can probably manage to click the door. Focusing mounts will get a bunch of that too, and towards the end, single pass of everything. Yeah. I'm hoping that I finish getting all the mounts before the event is over, but I don't it's entirely possible I won't get all of them before the event is over. When is a door not a door? When it's a jar? Sylvanas is just fine solo. She's not hard. She's just long. I found myself trying to do more old Scala. I need 1 piece of mod from that. Gosh, there's one fight in Manaforge Omega where there's a bunch of ads that are in kind of like these like jars, tanks, vials thing that Mewtwo was in the first Pokemon movie. And you you know, you drag the boss around to them to open them up to kill ads and whatever. And that's all fine and good. But the raid leader kept calling them tanks and kept being like, follow the tanks or get away from the tanks or put that through the tanks. And people kept getting confused because it was testing, so it was the first time we'd seen this, and they thought he meant the like the tank players. So people were like, just call them something else. Call them cages. And then he called them cages for like 1 poll and then started calling them tanks again. And went through like a couple different words. I was going to call them jars because they looked like jars to me, but I foresee some amount of confusion if other people also look at those things and think tanks. Take the beams to the tanks. Not that tank! Different tank. Spider-Man meme. Get away from the tanks. First time I did the skip, I saw the door closed and went back to kill the other 2 like 3 times before I looked up that I could click it. Oh no! Oh no. Bring the beam to the Mewtwo's. Do you think people will know what I mean? Do you think everybody else has that Pokemon movie like seared into their childhood consciousness as heavily as I do, or is it just the media millennials? She'd be able to just run up here. The thing I remember most about Mewtwo, aside from the tank thing, was just that he had the most ripped quads. That Pokemon had legs. They were yamming. Forgot that. I'm old now. It's like a kangaroo. Mewtwo's armor pretty cool. Well, so far we're off to a good start. We're only 4 minutes in. Almost 5. Druid's actually pretty good to do this on. I've got some good sprints. I think I've got some good AoE that'll help me with the cysts in Carapace. We watched Ash cry over Pikachu. That's how we learned emotion. Ash and Pikachu is how I know that rubber blocks electricity, because he had like his rubber gloves, his dish gloves or whatever, so that he could touch his Pikachu when it was trying to zap him in the very beginning. That was so influential on me. I wanted just to befriend animals so badly because of Pokemon. The only thing I remember from that movie is thinking, wow, that alien is really rude. One thing I remember about Mewtwo is it's a trading card. Couple first traded a Bulbasaur for an Abra. Pokemon cards was the end of skating. Ring was over. Watched a more recent Pokemon movie and Pikachu talked. I think the last one I watched was Detective Pikachu with like Ryan Reynolds. Actually great. It was actually awesome. I don't regret it at all. It was really funny. So I was like, this is a strange thing for them to lend their IP to, but I'm glad they did. I remember watching it while eating poutine, biting my fork, chipping my front tooth. Oh no. They were so cute, Detective Pikachu. I don't know why I keep popping in and out of form here. That's weird, right? Like, I'm not touching anything. Hands off. Been a YouTube viewer for ages. Finally got to see you stream. Hello! I wonder if I remembered to talk to the guy. Push to cast on? Push to cast. I think I'm misunderstanding. I don't know what you mean. I feel like that's how you cast spells. Oh, the button hold down thing. Oh, maybe? I don't know. Where is it? I forget where it even is. Yeah. There. We're going. Oh man, I thought I could just... Can you one-phase him or does it break him? I figured I almost one-phased him. Also, I'm a druid. It might just break him. I think he has death protection. Oh, okay. Because I know you can skip a phase on the next boss if you burst him hard enough at a certain point. With like a single cast anyway. This boss is so fun to progress. I think Tazvesh will become the new hub city for Midnight? No, I doubt it. I could be wrong, but it seems like it's something they're hyping up for this patch. It would be weird for them to carry it forward. Dalaran. Oh wait. Honestly, I'm kind of glad it's in smithereens because we've done it enough. I don't want to do it again. Have them make a new, better Dalaran. Yeah, there's something wonky going on with my druid farm. I said in the Kirin Tor quest they aren't rebuilding. Yeah, like a modern version of like an elf city would be really pretty. Tips in farming invincible. I haven't done it for a million years. I heard some people say that the lockout sharing was working again. So that might be it if you have a bunch of alts that can do it. Sharing your own lockout with your alt so you don't have to full clear every time. If we're going back somewhere, I want it to be Borrelis. I love Borrelis too. I think that Shadowlands BFA has too much stink on it though. I think there's too much bad baggage associated with the expansion name for them to do that. Hazel, you are incredibility unlucky. Only one mount. Yeah, but at least one. It's much better than none. I'm way happier than I was back when I just had none, because people would come in and they'd be like, how many have you got so far? And I'd be like, nothing. Any minute now. Yeah, I love BFA. I thought it was a great expansion. I need to make sure that I remember for N'zoth that you can just his attack bar or his nameplate is so far up that I forget to see that he's like available. I got the Zareth Overseer from Mythic Jailer. Put a little highlight on my YouTube channel. N'zoth is in Pandaria this week. Supposedly it is really annoying to unlock, or at least it is annoying to unlock, if it's a character that never played BFA. Or never, you know, unlocked it back in the day. Yeah, if I was only gonna get one mount, I would probably want it to be that one. Great first mount to get. Bud. We'll get minutes in this week. Sorry, that's my Discord. I did get the Inarius charger. I got really lucky. Return to that chicken. Oh, I almost got him. Druid supremacy. Saved so much time.
Warning, corruption levels approaching 100%.
I don't know if I got it. I don't think I did. If it's personal loot, I did not. No mount. But nice. Didn't have to do it. I don't think Tyrael's chart. No, sorry, I gasped because I didn't have to multi-phase N'zoth. I one-phased him. I didn't get the mount. I feel like it's the same feeling though. Like I feel like I will be about this excited if I get the mount. That's funny. Alright, that was 13 minutes and 50 seconds for the skip clear. I'm gonna go now, get another character and see. I don't think I'm gonna be that fast than anybody else. I'm gonna get another character and I'm gonna see what the deal is. What did I use to one phase it? Big damn. Basically the biggest burst you have with the first on the first time it's Psychic Shell drops. So I did Force of Nature, Celestial Alignment, chucked a couple Star Surges and Convoked. I think Convoke was the bulk of it. I'm in like a single target raid spec that I ripped off a Wowhead. Item level 632, so not like crazy item level or anything. Wash your eyes with a different raid, come back to it. I want to figure out what I need to do on my alts to get it set up. I don't think, no, the Diablo event runs the whole month. It's on until the 29th, or almost the whole month anyway. I'm gonna do hunters next. I'll come back for the non-hunters. Yeah, it's like 99% reduced damage, but you can smoke him. There's like a little window you can smoke him in. Okay. So, I don't really know where to start to get this unlocked. I guess I'm going to go to Stormwind first. Hunter's rule. Yeah, they at least run fast. Because as far as I understand, I can't access the Veil. Maybe I should just go look. You know, just cuz. But as far as I can understand, I can't access the Veil yet. Took them an hour to unlock it from the beginning. Yeah. I just don't want to have to wait for Oldham Week again. Because that's giving up like 8 lockouts. What if those are the 8 chances that I need to get it to run? 16 lockouts even. Yeah, per character in Pandaria. So I kind of want to see what I need to do. Heart of Azeroth, Nazador intro, and 8.3 intro. Okay. I have a Heart of Azeroth. That's good. So let's go to BF. I mean, maybe I should just go out. Well, I guess, how would I see if I had it already unlocked somehow? I would look at Pandaria, and I would go to the map. Okay, so I see that I don't have anything there. And I see that I don't see Zadormi there. I think that I would see her. And I would also see, like, the phased version of it. So we're gonna go to Borealis and see if there's any more skips. Alliance, a letter in the harbor office. Horde, it's on the boat. Okay. Alright, so let's go to Borealis. Harbor office. Time to do the Nazadar intro and the 8.3 intro. So I'm going to make sure that we're tracking Warband completed and low-level quests. I probably went to Nazadar and didn't continue it. I don't think I did enough of it. So I think I'm gonna see if I can port to Nazadar. I probably went out there and then left. A letter on the table? Was it there? By the map, okay. I'll look before I head off. I may have gotten partway through this and abandoned it though. Yeah, these are not interactable for me. I think I'm partway done something. I am tracking low-level quests. Yeah, BFA does have obnoxious phasing problems. I'm just gonna poke around for a minute. Not Nazmir. Yeah, the quest log told me I need to pick up a quest in Nazadar, so I'm just getting back to Nazadar right now. My Heart of Azeroth is level, I don't know, 332? Item level 332? Ironforge, Exodar, Celithus, Stormwind. Okay, so I clearly didn't unlock the Nazadar portal, which I didn't think that I had. But I'm pretty sure I got halfway there. Like it says, accept descent in Nazadar. What I don't remember how to do is if I got out there and then I hearthed before I unlocked the portal, how I get back there. The boat captain just wanted to take me to Nazmir. That's not it, I don't think. No, that's not it either. Great video. I think the problem is that I've done part of it. So I think that's gonna kind of suck. I'm not currently on any of these. Continue the campaign by accepting descent in Nazadar. Talk to Cyrus, okay. Talk to Greymane, okay. My main is a priest. Let's try this. I think that's it. Alright, we're back in Nazadar. So we'll do this to at least get the portal back. Which I'm pretty sure is basically what you want to do anyway, because that's when they send you back to do Heart of Azeroth stuff. A what? A priest. A gnome priest. I think I have a command. That's the one. I think we've got the thread of it now. But getting this unlocked will be good because it means that this week, but also the week after next, if the event is still up. I don't really remember how dates work. I remember I was doing this because I was trying to unlock some other BFA thing and I was so salty. I was like, they can't possibly need me to do this again. But they did. They absolutely did. Oh, equip the bow. That's a mistake. If it needs more slurs. This will be nice if I ever want to farm anything else from BFA and a bunch of these characters. Like if I wanted to camp Soundless on them for some event or another, having this all set up may pay off for me later. A1, A2, and A3 skips. I remember I used to come out here and I used to get so excited to herb Zin and Thid because it was so valuable. Quick lap for Soundless? I don't even remember where it comes from. Or like where it spawns. It was like here-ish, I guess. Red Forest north of the Horde base over the mushrooms. I doubt he's just going to be up. Although if there ever was a time, it would be now when collectors are busy with other things that have been buffed. Yeah, it would be nice if they streamlined this. I wonder if they're just worried about taking away any of the questing, like making it unplayable, and if it's complicated to streamline this without removing access to stuff. It may be harder than it sounds. Because there are people that want to play through it as it was, after the fact. I haven't met any of them, but I think they're out there. Yeah, a lot of moving parts, a lot of phasing. At least there's skips. At least we don't have to do everything. We're almost at the end of this part. Dialogue UI is the name of the add-on that displays my quests. Dialogue UI. N'zoth did not drop his mount. I'm trying to get another character set up to run him. Yeah, no problem. Mirkwood, thank you very much for the 3-month race of best of luck with the mounts. Thank you. Appreciate it. Gotta wait for Jaina to walk. Not being able to accept quests with space. I actually like using Leatrix Plus to auto-accept quests, but I turn it off, or I use a modifier if I wanted to watch them or read them. Best part of WoW is skipping everything so you don't have to play it. Hi, Magni. Heading back. This part wasn't too bad. We're gonna have to do this on a bunch of characters, but it'll be faster when we kind of know where we're going. Just looking. Talk to him. I wonder if it's because I didn't do this one. Might have to do both of these. I'm farming Death Charger for about 2 hours, so over it. Gotta take a break, farm something else. Always good. Hey Hazel, hello Kelly, how you doing? Happy Friday. I hope everybody's gearing up for the weekend of their dreams. Whether that be, you know, outdoors, yard work, sleeping in, staying home farming mounts. Did you give up on the 9? Oh, I give up on nothing. I reordered my priorities though. Use the Heart of Azeroth to bend the seal, that's right. I know that I only have so many characters that can comfortably do N'zoth, so I'm trying to get as many of them through it as I can. Because I really want that mount. I want the N'zoth mount more than I want the 9 mount. So I am prioritizing. Might have to leave and come back. Got the Sylvanas mount? Congratulations! That's nice. That's a great one to get. How do I not have all of this transmog? I guess I didn't want to spend the gold on it. Not sure, Arendriel. There may be. You might be able to join somebody that's got a lockout cleared right up to madness.
Tell our champion what you've found, mother.
I don't remember if I have to do this part. You might have to. I feel like I did for something. Which question? What do bits do? It's basically like a cash tip, but with a layer of animations on it. Like pennies you can throw at streamers. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't done it. I'm just gonna run with my own skip. 2 bits. Thank you. I think you have to do this. Good evening. Good evening, Deep Juke. How is your night going? It is 11:30 in the morning here for me on the West Coast. Haven't even had lunch yet, although I did speed run eat some granola and a banana when I got up. Hope I didn't create a tax headache. No, you're fine. I am slowly but surely overcoming my my tax code phobia with increasing amounts of knowledge. You're okay. You know, nothing a good bookkeeping course can't sort out. But yes, bits are added to our income and paid out through Twitch. Controversial opinion alert. I miss BFA. I'm with you. I liked it a lot. I don't know if I miss it in the sense that I want it back. I think BFA had wonderful content that was let down by too many systems and unnecessary systems. If you kind of stripped Azerite power and Azerite gear out of it, you would have had I think a much more fun experience. So, killing bosses on your own versus in a group, I think is going to depend on whether they're personal loot or group loot. I don't think that the chance of seeing a mount is going to change. It's just a question of whether or not the mount is going to, like, could drop for both of you, or if one will drop and you guys have to fight over it. I heard people liked corruptions. Yeah, opinions were mixed. Corruptions were fun because they were busted. They did just insane amounts of damage. But they were less fun because they had nothing to do with your character or your class or how you were playing. The best ones were just procs that you didn't really have anything to do with at all. So you know, it was a little bit like Remix, where you were just running through things and they would just melt around you due to nothing that you really did. So it was fun, and it was kind of the last patch of the expansion. We were all waiting for the next expansion anyways. It was fine for like farming stuff, but I do remember being like, oh man, I'm doing great damage and I'm parsing with a bunch of stuff that I had nothing to do with. It wasn't as satisfying. I ran with an absurd level of Twilight Devastation. It could void vomit to delete things. It was active in PvP as well, which was a time. Pick up Rels and move it to new X-Fax like I did with Dalaran. Okay, so now we go back to the Chamber of the Heart. I don't think they give me a teleport. I think I have to get myself back there. Maybe they give me a teleport? I'll meet you in the Chamber of the Heart. Can you give me a lift? No? Alright. Remember the Mechagon laser pointer they accidentally didn't put in GCD and you could instantly blow people up? I think I kind of sat that season out because it was so imbalanced. It'd be one Borealis. I was hoping for a portal back to Borealis. I didn't want to use a Hearthstone. What am I doing? I'm going back to Borealis. Lockout skip. I just don't want to involve any other people unless they're flabby. I just don't want to have to like look for groups with strangers. It just doesn't feel like mountain farming to me. I might cave, but I don't know. What are we doing? We're going here. I'm out music something else. Back to the Chamber of the Heart. I think one of the fun things about running old raids is the self-sufficiency and the idea of like doing all this group content without needing a group. What playlist is this? This is just game music. This is just the in-game music for the various areas that we're visiting. Like that you can just kind of vibe. You're not silly. It does go pretty hard. Okay, so she's gonna activate the Heart Forge. Looking forward to doing this all over again for player housing things. There we go. Jack's guys. So that bumps your Heart of Azeroth up. Oh, pardon me, I have to equip it. At least I have it in my bags. I liked the blue and yellow spell effects of this expansion, but I remember feeling like the actual heart itself as a pendant was ugly. Big chunky thing. Okay. So now we're going back. Not to Nazmir, I don't think. Or Nazjatar. But there might be another skip we can start in Borealis now. Permanent storage slot tax. Make sure there's no quests. Yeah. Now the letter? Okay. I just have to learn it once. Now the letter works. Alright. Urgent missive. Anduin Written. Stormwind Keep. Gotcha. So that's the start of the 8.3 skip. I can see how this would take, like, ages if you were lost. Which I've definitely never been. Never been lost. I have Wildercloth bags. I think they're pretty cheap, like 250 gold each, 32 slots. I don't usually go much above that unless I feel like I am filling them up. I think if my 32 slot bags get full, I need to just vendor some stuff. At least we have skywriting to zip around places. I feel like it saves actually a decent amount of travel time. Oh, thank goodness he's here. I was a little worried. Nope, no Dragon Isles. Why did he port me? Rude. Wrathian, come back! I'm not done! I feel like this is important. I guess I'll grab this one too. I don't think I need it though. I think it's the other one. I think we're going back to the Chamber of the Heart. I do need it? Okay. Well then I guess I have to walk with Magni. Where did he go? He's going this way? How long does it take to run through Sepulchre? How long was it taking us? With or without a skip, I guess is part of the question. It's not super short. Get him Fearbreaker. Now he wants me to go back to the Chamber of the Heart. They both do. Don't know the skip. The skip would mean having unlocked the raid skip by full clearing the raid 4 times. Without it, you're looking at a pretty long raid. 30 minutes at least, I think. I don't remember how long it took. I feel like even with the skip it was close to 15, if not 20. But you should head in there and give it a go. It might drop the mount on your first clear. I would do it on the best geared level 80 character that you have. Oh yeah, Chamber of the Heart. This way. I see your combo. I'm not sure what it looks like on the viewer UI. Possible to clear Nylothus 7072? I am not sure. I was planning on, especially on Mythic, I was planning on doing it on 80s. Might take a while otherwise. What do you want? I feel like it's this one. The campaign one. Kind of figured exactly how this works. You would know more than me. They added the combo thing pretty recently. And I don't really understand what's going on with it. Twitch is always trying new stuff. 380s? Biting me a little now at times. Yeah. Listen, you just gotta get lucky once. Titanic problem. Halls of origination. This we can skip. I mean, we have to go out there. I think I'm just gonna fly from here, honestly. They don't have to be geared much. If you have any undercoins, you can use those to buy basically instant veteran gear for them from the Delve vendor, and undercoins are transferable too. I got my characters to kind of like 630, 635 pretty much right away just with veteran gear and getting the disc belt really quick. Getting the disc belt was a sight faster than unlocking Invasion Veil. I didn't even realize you had to unlock it. This has never occurred to me that this would ever be a thing. I just figured that any modern character could just go to Pandaria, flip the thing, and access Invasion. I'm done? I don't need to skip anything here? Let me take a look. I don't see Zadormi on my map yet. I think I need to talk to a guy over here and do a skip. I'm just gonna have a look. It was on the map? Let me just turn this in. It's not gonna go backwards. Yeah. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Hearthstone on cooldown. A minute on my Hearthstone cooldown. I don't think I have any other teleports I can use. So that's not too bad. You do a few things in Stormwind. You do the you gotta do the, like, what is it? The cave in the Torn area. I don't think I have a Temple of the Jade Serpent teleport. Maybe? I don't think I timed those. Hero's Path, Mists of Pandaria. Oh, I do have a Temple of the Jade Serpent teleport! Would you look at that? I don't remember doing that. I don't have the guild page unlocked on all of my characters. I don't even know if I have the guild page unlocked on my main character. I think I'm gonna run out of vigor doing this. I'm gonna toggle this again. It was on the Mythic Plus rotation for Dragonflight Season 1. Holy pixels, Batman. Okay, let's get them out this time and then we won't have to run it again. Wow. I think I can probably take my Heart of Azeroth off now. Hazel just got my Nihilotha Allseer last night after months of grinding. Hopefully you get yours today. Thank you. I would be very excited. It would be very fun. Be great. Then we wouldn't have to worry about this anymore. This will be my third chance of the day. Last week I did more because Oldham was easier to get to. Here we go. It's funny, the map doesn't have like all the purple stuff on it. Although we do have Sidormi up there, but the like visually it clearly is phased. It'll be funny if I get over there and the raid's just like, nope. Go talk to Sidormi. You thought you were done. You're not. We got this. Too far. Flew too far. Turn around. Over here. Make sure we're on Mythic, which we should be. Yeah. Last time I did it in 13 minutes, but last time I was able to one phase it. This is just to access the raid at all. The skip I luckily have finished. I had it half done when the event started, so this week I got it completed on my main. If you didn't have the skip done, you would still need to full clear the raid at this point, which I figured, or which I found to take somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 minutes per clear. Yeah, it's a long time, but it's a cool mount. And getting set up to access the Veil thing only needs to be done once. Your character could do it anytime after that. And luckily, I now have the skip done, so I'm not looking at a 40-minute clear. I'm looking at maybe a 20-minute clear. And that's if I'm doing it really slow. 4 clears for the skip to work. You need to clear it 4 times. So if you didn't have any of it done at all before this event, you're kind of out of luck. Yeah. There's boss 1 done. Luckily it's only 3 bosses. I'm going to actually summon a speed pet so I can get just like an extra 8% movement speed for this section where we're just running really far. 5 clears, you can only pick up the quest after clearing almost the entire raid. Oh no, really? I forgot about that. Yuck. GPOEs? Yeah, it would be a good time to shop for them. Scoot past this trash without falling off the edge. Might kill this guy, see if he drops anything. Dornagal. I think I'll miss it when it's gone. Or when we're not hanging out there anymore. Whoa! Got it. I think. Ooh, it made me nervous. My feet were clipping through it. Running this in full is so time consuming. Yeah, it really is. I think I'm gonna on my whatchamacallit, the last boss, I'll lust and just blow coolies and see if we one phase him like my druid did. I don't know if it'll work, but Yeah, I felt like I spent a lot more time in Undermine than doing anything in the Kazlagar zones. I guess I spent a long time farming cats in cats in Hallowfall. I think Veldraken and Dornogal are like the same level of brown. They're both like brown stone with green plants. They're pretty. They're nice enough. It's all a sight better than Oribos. I'll take brown over gray. At least brown is warm. Can't wait to have Silvermane instead. Copy these. Kind of whelp daycare, hard to beat that. I don't think it's confirmed that we're getting Silvermane. I think we're all just daydreaming. Oribos like a bus station. Airport was the usual analogy made, both because it was like very symmetrical in multiple dimensions. It was just a big ring, but also it was basically just a place you went to get to other places. There wasn't a whole lot of life going on there. And you had to fly through it to get to the other zones unless you were an engineer or had other teleports. From talking at the Sunwell at the World Soul Saga announcement. Hey, gotta wait for our friend here. My guild, we called it the Oriport. It's pretty good. Yeah, I didn't like it at all. It was like indoors, it was space, it was dark, it was gray rock, and not a lot going on. Plus, you couldn't even mount in half of it for, like, no good reason at all. At least in some cities, it's like, yeah, it makes sense. You're not going to let us ride an elephant through here. But in Oribos, the mountable versus non-mountable areas seemed totally arbitrary. Plus, they all had really high ceilings. You totally could have brought elephants through there. Yeah, the Covenant Halls were alright. I spent a lot of time as a Kyrian, and I loved their Covenant Hall because you could fly there. I was always cranky whenever I had to go to the Venthyr or the Night Fae ones. Or the Necrolord ones. Any of the other ones where you can't fly around it. You had to walk with your feet like a peasant. I got a BOE raid drop belt. Appearance learned, but from another item. Okie dokie. I'll have to switch my pet to a lust pet for madness. This might actually help me out. This is a 45-second cooldown on Master's Call. Might come in handy. Just to kind of like sprint up here. Master's Call to me to give me a little bit of freedom. I know I missed one back there. So I don't have to worry so much about killing all the little things. Salty that they killed Ursoc in a pre-patch cutscene. He was our bear, bro. This isn't so bad once you've kind of done it a few times. I'm sure different classes have different ways to do it more quickly. Priest was pretty slow. Hazel, you're not getting them out. I hope. Hope it works. Let's get our lust pet back out so we can lust first psychic shell off. Can hold some cooldowns for it. I got the jailer mount. Mythic jailer. There's a little highlight on my YouTube channel. I put it up last night. So you don't have to wade through 4 hours of stream VOD if you wanted to see it. It's a good one. Yeah. I was pretty excited. Sure with the Chaos Lost fight was faster. Making YouTube videos? I know, right? Who is she? She's a girl who wants a mortgage and then wants to be able to pay her mortgage. Farming that one for a long time. Oh, there's N'zoth. Alright. I don't even know how important it is to kill the tentacles. The main thing is just doing the down phases. This is mainly just to keep him busy, I think. This raid clear is actually not bad once you get into it. I think it's much faster than Sepulcher. Yeah. See how long it takes me to kill N'zoth before I make that claim, but it's just getting Veil sorted and set up. Get out. 1, 2, 5. Ah, he's got to shell back up. No one phase for me. Don't say that, farming Sepulcher. Is that the Stockholm Syndrome talking? I just feel like even with the skip, the Sepulcher ones were taking me like 20 plus minutes per. Oh, the raid alert tells you Psychic Shell faded and it's lying. I'm glad they made this much more soloable. No need to worry about your sanity or anything. Hello again. Eyeball head. Drop your mount, please. Yeah. Chat keeps this. This way. When you don't get the mount, his name's N'zoth. Yeah, I don't think my priest can one phase it. We'll have to do the next phase. Oh. Oh. No. See the door. When the door happens, anyway. There it is. You don't have to unlock the raid when it's in Oldham, but this week when it's in Vale, you have to do some BFA skips and quests to get it to show up. Unless you played the character in BFA. If you did the content back in the day on that character, then you're fine. Or if you've done the content since on that character, then you're fine. But a lot of my alts are remix alts, so they need to do all the unlocks. This one, I did them today. It took a little bit. Not crazy bad. More time than doing the Shadowlands unlocks to get your Sanctum stuff done, but not by much. So that was attempt number 10. And we did not get it, so we're gonna go again. I got an hour left to stream today. N'zoth indeed. But we'll see if this is much faster if I remember where I'm picking up my skips. Or maybe at least having the Heart of Azeroth made it even easier. I'm gonna learn this. Made it even easier. Than it would have been. Because we're doing hunters. Because they can run pretty fast. So this was definitely a remix alt. Just in case, I'll check my map and see if I see the portal. And if not, then we'll start skipping. No portal. Looking for the one in the middle. So, to start skipping, this character at least has a bunch of org cloaks. Head back. A little look. We'll run a timer to see how long it takes us to do all these skips. Weird that my alts have to spend an hour genuflecting before Renathal before they're allowed to solo the jailer. You can solo the jailer. It's getting to Sanctum and Domination that's annoying without all of it. Alright, we need to do... Oh gosh, it's gonna be different for Horde. Oh, my spirit crumpled a little bit just now. It's on the boat, I heard. I felt so cool being like, I just learned where all these skips are and they're all gonna be different. This is gonna be a mess. Alright, low level warband completed. Looking for campaign skips. BFA skips at all. I think it might be this. Oh gosh, they want me to go back to Orgrimmar already. Well, I've got 3 cloaks. Because she won't even have a Heart of Azeroth. I'm gonna switch to a speed pet for now. Reggie the rat. Yeah, once we've learned it this time, then we'll know it for both Horde and Alliance. Theoretically. Thanks for the bit. There's a skip pretty soon. I remember this part. We're gonna go in the inn. We're gonna talk to some people. Holy moly. I swear there's a skip here. I think I can talk to Nathnos once he stops yapping. Because we're definitely not doing that. There we go. There's not a world in which we're doing the Stormwind extraction scenario. No, thank you. Alright. This I'm pretty sure we have to do. I did this in a bunch of characters just trying to get them unlocked to come, like, be able to do other raids. Miss Nathanos and his snarky talks. We killed him, right? I feel like I killed him as a world boss or something. It felt weird to me that in the middle of her, like, twisted revenge schemes and, like, character assassination, she just randomly decided that she needed a boyfriend. Tehran kills him. We don't know what happened to his soul to this day. Oh, she's waiting for me. That's nice of her. That's the wrong side. Like that you have CC on your screen. Oh, closed captioning. Yeah. Yeah, it's really no trouble to install. It's very plug and play. It's not going to be perfect, but it's better than nothing. I hate that all the Windrunners have human husbands. Blood Elf men are lovely. I don't even know who Lorthamar? Or is there could be a Lothamar too. You never know with elves. They just keep printing more of them. Yeah, Lorthamar, right? They had a whole wedding. When are they gonna let players have weddings? If we're getting player housing in neighborhoods, when do we get player marriages and divorces? Imagine if you could share your collections, like your mounts and stuff, with another player when you join them together in marriage, but then if you divorce them, you guys have to split it up. Listen, who's taking Invincible? You take custody of half the mounts. Our MT is mad. The healer lead got WoW married to a DPS and now our mythic team is falling apart. Oh man. I mean, there's stories like that just without the in-game part of it. Many a guild has crumbled to relationship-based guild drama. I love my husband, but he's getting 0 mounts in that divorce. Yeah, you gotta get your WoW prenup. That's funny. Treasury explored. Do the little tour. Part of a raid team fall apart because of it. In-game inscription lawyers. What if we could get the law office from Undermine? Sounds like your husband needs some headphones for the TV. Okay, we're definitely not doing this, and we don't need to do this. I think at this point, there's another skip that I can start somewhere. Maybe back on the boat. I don't think I trust Undermine a lot of Draft Affair right now. Yeah, who hired him first? Let's go back to the boat. See what we can do over there. Before, wow, I used to play Ragnarok online. Marriage and divorce was a thing there. Almost always ended ugly. You take the 5 hippo recolors. I take it. We'll split custody of Arthas. We'll get him on alternate weekends. This just gives me world quests, which I feel like is nice. Oh, why can't they just tell me what the mission is? I feel like it would be a campaign-shaped quest icon. I'm still figuring this one out for Horde. I want to go to Nezhatar. That one is to open Nezhatar? Okay. Alright. Pinky swear. Speak to Captain over here. I wonder why. So now it has a campaign-shaped marker, but it didn't have one when I picked it up. Okay, so we've caught up to the point that my Nelf started at now. Although, I don't recall if I got a Heart of Azeroth at any point, so hopefully Magni catches me up when I get there. Don't question the logic, it is what it is, yeah. It'll all be worth it if we get the Elsyr. Plus, if we ever want to farm anything else down here. Look, I only have 70% of Nezhatar stuff. I'm missing all kinds of garbage. Oh. I thought he had just abducted me. I figured I was being detained. Can you please? Do you mind? Thank you. I was just waiting for him to unhand me. He was not about to do any such thing. Holy moly. Wow, Horde have it rough here. I feel like Alliance just jump off. Keep your eyes peeled for Sandalus. That would be a really funny mount get. Something that's not even buffed that you just kind of tripped on while doing the most inane unlocks. I don't mind doing these things as long as I'm sure that I'm on the right track like I am now because I've done it once. That's the part that always drove me batty, was whenever I was doing something like this and I wasn't sure whether or not I needed it because it wasn't clear at what point you were finished or you had done enough to do the next bit. Because I feel better about knowing that now, this is fine. It's just doing this when you're not even sure that you had to or not that sucks. Plus, it's more time to bond with my new Zerath overseer. It's gonna be like, next week we're gonna save so much time by having done this, but next week it's gonna be an Oldham again. Won't even matter. Hopefully you have them out by week 4. Hopefully. But if not, then I'll be glad that I got these guys set up. It's the Blackwater Behemoth. I'm hoping I get vengeance during this event. I'll have another 20 attempts at least. Unless I didn't count my 80s correctly. But on top of the ones I have now, it's not like it guarantees it, but it's at least a good chance. You just gotta get lucky one time. Kind of jerks for breaking into a Shar's home and killing her pet fish. Oh my gosh, he walks so slow. I wish I could grip him to yoink him so that he'll talk to me. Do you mind? I don't know what's slowing him down. It's not an excess of hair. Maybe it's his ears. I feel like this should be... I'm gonna reload. Favorite expansion bin so far? It's hard. I liked Dragonflight. I liked Shadowlands. I liked BFA. I liked Cataclysm. I like this one. It's tough. One thing I will say for Jaina is Jaina runs. I was complaining about how long Jaina took to like jog in and out of the building to open the portal, but this guy is sauntering. At least Jaina gets a little move on. I'm gonna reload again. This part's sticking me up a little bit. Yeah, the reload seemed to work. And then there's Magni. He's gonna be like, wow, how do you not have a Heart of Azeroth yet? That's crazy. I must have a Heart of Azeroth. I was like holding it and doing stuff. No, Sandwindless. Yeah, I didn't really go out of my way. I want to kill N'zoth again. I also want to see how long this takes, assuming my timer is still going. I don't, maybe I closed it. It's coming up on 20 minutes. It might be a half hour of questing to get this. Oh, no, don't need to do that. To get this sorted. Okay, so there he gives it to you. And then he wants you to do this. I think we do have to do Neltharian's Lair. Or the Neltharian's Lair step, anyway. Getting there, though. We'll get at least one more attempt, if not two more attempts today on N'zoth. Try reloading, see if that works instead of having to leave and come back. Nope. Let's go out and back in again. That worked last time. I do wish the Neltharian's Lair part was skippable too, but
Tell our champion what
it doesn't
you
take
found,
that
mother.
long. At least she ports you to High Mountain, even if she doesn't port you back. Mama. Remember the mother fight in Uldir? That was a whole thing. There's a first boss of the next raid reminiscent of Mother. Not the same fight or anything, but takes you back a little bit. Father? Some people in the group I was testing with were joking and calling him Father. Sentinel Plexus, whatever. Sentinel Lord Plexus, maybe. Plexus kind of just sounds like a plumbing product. I wonder how many times in my life we're gonna have to do this. I feel like I spent all of BFA doing it on more characters. Did I ever play the old Warcraft RTS games? No, I had somebody get them for me because they insisted I had to play them. And I think I didn't play them partly out of spite. little demand avoidance. What do you mean I have to? Like the thumbnail you used. Yeah, that was a good one. And then I'm pretty sure I bought... Actually, I'm not pretty sure. I know for a fact that I bought Warcraft 3 Reforged. Because I have the Siege Cannon, Siege Catapult mount. But I didn't play the game. I have it, I just didn't play it. when they redid it or whatever. I'm sure they're fun. Reforged is fine for single player. People hated it for multiplayer issues. I started playing WoW. I was so lost in the story that I went back and played them to understand what was happening lore-wise. Don't think they hold up unless you have nostalgia for them. Yeah. Can't say that I do. I think during that time of the world I was busy playing Flash games. Maybe even earlier. When did original Warcraft 3 release? I guess I can Google that. Let's see. When did Warcraft... Let's say 3, because I know there's other ones, but... 2002. In 2002, I would have been 10 years old. And I would have been playing Neopets, which launched in 99. Pretty sure that's about right. Nothing's dropped today yet, no. We did, I think, 3 or 4 chances at Sylvanas. And then 2 attempts on N'zoth. No luck. Also, don't mind me getting turned around here. We're nearly unlocked to the point where we can go do N'zoth again. OG, I'm solidly in old man status, and OG Warcraft Orcs v Humans was a game my dad played. Oh gosh, I gotta go all the way to the portals. Farming the Strathhole Mount, left the dungeon, and emerged in Westfall somehow. That's a new one. I don't think I've ever managed to do that. (2002) high school, sophomore year. Yeah, my birthday in another month or 2. Then I won't be able to say I'm 32 anymore. I'm gonna be 33, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. That's okay. I'm younger than lots of people. I'm older than a couple of them too, but still it is. Oh, Zoldak, you're only 5 years older than me. I don't know how to continue sharing my feelings about that without insulting you. I thought it was more. I don't think age is an insult at all, but yeah, for some reason I figured you were closer to my mom's age. Is it still a good time to be a beginner WoW player? Can you jump in? Is it a good time to play? I think so, yeah. There aren't really any bad times anymore. Things come out so fast, there's always something around the corner. I'm sorry. Happy birthday, at least. Dark. My nickname at work is Dwight due to the character from The Office, very deadpan. Mm-hmm. This one. I used to go to like board.com and play like Insane Aquarium and other games there. I eventually bought Insane Aquarium for Steam just because I missed it, and it was worth every penny. You can still play it for free online, but I wanted a client version. Okay. So we're not going back to sea. We're not going back to sea, but we are going back to Horde Borellus. They used to put browser blocks on the computers at our school to stop kids from wasting time on game sites and stuff. But then, like, everybody was, like, really good at getting around them for some reason. So now I think we go back to the boat, because we've got to do a little bit more Return of the Black Prince stuff. Well, if nothing else, this is a project. The blocks were suggestions to not go there. This was my first mount out of 9 that I got. This one. Sereth Overseer, Mythic Jailer. Our library blocked a lot of sites and games, and someone managed to install Minecraft on the admin part. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I see the letter. Talk to Valera where? Back there, okay. Got vengeance last week on a whim. Nice. Jealous. That's great. I'm hoping to get that one next week. Back in the day, if you clicked help on the Windows XP login screen, you could get to the admin desktop and run whatever you wanted. And we're going back. I'm always checking now. Nope, not yet. How many alts are you making runs on for the mounts you want? Varies depending on what raid it is. I think I have 10 level 80s now that I'm doing runs on. So like 10 runs a week for the harder raids that need 80s. But I might be miscounting. And then for earlier stuff, I have a lot more attempts. But I'm limited by how much time I have to play, which is basically 20 hours a week I'm putting into this. Not nothing, but not as much as some people. Because I'm thinking five streams a week and 4 hours a stream. We had one short stream this week because of raid testing, but that should be the only one that we have to abbreviate. So, let's see. Yep, we can go now. So let's go to... Let's use the dungeon port again. Will long streams continue if you get all the mounts? Yeah, I think so. It's just for July. It's only another like 2 weeks of streams anyway. I think I might end up taking some time off in August. I know it's gonna be busy, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, I'm gonna run out of vigor again. I guess I'll just zoop as far as I can get, and then I will switch my flight style. Excited for pumpkin season just around the corner. What's your favorite thing about pumpkin season? Are you like a pumpkin coffee guy? Are you carving pumpkins? Are you baking things? Do you just like the aesthetic? Do you get little dry gourds to put on your dining table? pumpkin pie. Spiced pumpkin latte. Gotcha. He's gonna say Halloween. He's a latte boy. We like it. My coffee was really good this morning. Like pumpkin pie, it's the only pie I like. Ooh, I love a good fruit pie. Blackberry pie, cherry pie, apple pie. Preferably homemade. Table centerpiece of gourds, corn. Let's do rate difficulty, mythic. Alright, N'zoth. We go again. In approximately 15 to 20 minutes when I've cleared all the way out to ya. Timer? Alright. I must have turned my timer off when I was unlocking it. I don't know how long it took for me to do all that. I think some 30 to 40. No, not quite 30 to 40, because it was 12 something before. 20 minutes? A while. Not too bad. August, patch release, raid release, expansion reveal, profitable time for WoW streams. True, true. So the hatchlings in Tanaris has to be during a sandstorm. Feels like they never happen. Yeah. Yeah, that one's rough. Yeah, at least we have the skip done now. Better than doing the full clear. Let's get Reggie the rat back. You are not ready for the next patch? Are you ready for the next expansion? Probably. I mean, how do we define ready? I know I'm horrible for answering questions like that, but I don't know, it seems to need qualification. Nothing bad will happen when the expansion comes out for me not having been ready, but I also don't feel like I'm finished everything that I could have done. But I'm starting to realize I'm never going to feel like I finished everything I could have done ever again. It's not a reasonable goalpost to have anymore. I need to let it go. I am letting it go. There's nothing else you can do. You know, it's not like my power core will die and my candle will wither and my light will flicker out if the expansion comes before I've like finished my mounts or anything. You just keep moving on. I don't know if the Abyss Worm is real. I saw that you added me. I did not. I promise you, if it's someone like me, if it looks like me and they're adding you to a friends list, they're private messaging you, it is a scam. Do not trust it. I don't add anybody. Not me. Let it go, let it go. My friends list is like 10 people and I've known them forever. If you're ever like, wow, Hazel's talking to me in private chat, it's not me. Confirmed, for sure. The only exception being when we're running like an on-stream giveaway and I'm on camera being like, I am now whispering you on Twitch. Time for second breakfast. Oh, yeah. You didn't need my card information? Nope. Please be careful online. Just, if I've aggroed them, I'm gonna fight them just in case they want to snap me. Yeah, good to double check for sure. There he is. I always like looking off the cliff at the little guy. Little man. One thing to look forward to if you own a home is people calling you asking if you want to sell it. How did they get my phone number? How'd they get me to answer my phone, actually? There's a better question. How did they get me to pick up my phone? Silence unknown callers is the best thing that's ever happened. Got my final collector's bounty man. Congrats, Knockrum. Great lockouts done. On to dungeons. Good luck. Good luck. Starting to think I didn't kill everything. Nope, sure didn't. Phone's tied to work. Can't silence unknown. Yeah. Whenever I'm doing something where I need to be taking calls, I turn it off. So I have had it off recently, but once I've got everything sorted out and I have the numbers of everybody that I'm going to need to talk to, then I will turn it back off again. I put things like my dentist and my vet and everything like into my phone as contacts so I can see who it is and so they can bypass my silence thing. I did feign death, but I think you have to kill all of those mobs to get the portal to activate. Here we go. Just on the pathway, though. It doesn't take too long. Spoofing a phone number really easy? Probably, but I have yet to receive a barrage of calls from people pretending to be my vet and actually trying to sell me insurance. Hasn't happened yet. The day that it does, I will be crabby, but what are you gonna do? The IRS from my country called me and I didn't respond. Got a notice from the police and had to give a statement on why I didn't respond. Oh, man. Officer? I just don't like answering my phone? Does anybody? Never get on top of my messages. Yeah, it can make it hard to tell when you're getting calls from like actual government orgs and stuff. Generally, if someone leaves me a voicemail and it sounds important like that, I'll go Google the number for the org and I'll call them back from the number that I found. As best as I can. And see if there's actually something going on, assuming that I was like expecting something. Thought it was a prank. It was very real. I had to do it for my bank once. My bank needed to get a hold of me, and I figured it was a scam, but it was my bank. But they had no problem with me like calling them back and getting a hold of them that way. Phone calls are for the early 2000s. It bothers me when some things have to be handled through phone calls, but they involve transmitting a bunch of information like numbers and addresses and whatnot that, or like email addresses. Like the amount of times that I've had to on the phone dictate my email address to somebody. It's like this really should have been an email, but like I don't know, some things you have to go through phone. Alright, it's off. Yeah, if it's important to leave a voicemail, exactly. Same thing with answering the door, honestly. If I'm not expecting anybody at my door and I don't recognize them, I'm not going to answer it. They can leave a message. Morning, Hazel. Good morning. How are you doing today? Don't even open it for packages. Don't trust that. Yeah. I'm lucky that I have someone living with me now that can get the door if it needs to happen, just in case somebody was going to recognize me. Although, I suppose if I ever let him on camera, then somebody might recognize him. Good loot. Not today. Yesterday, though. Watch one too many crime dogs. Funny story. Hit me. I'm ready. If I could just leap off the edge. Company bought it in January. The other company uses Hangouts and we use Teams. We don't have work Google accounts, so I use my personal account to enter a meeting. I think I see where this is going. Avatar was Robbie Rotten eating a sandwich during my entire meeting. Oh my god. The first time I ever used Zoom for a meeting, I'd never really messed with it before, and this was like a year and a half after everybody else had already learned Zoom. And for my username, I had accidentally entered the password. So I had like the meeting password or like my Zoom password or something as my display name in the meeting. I forget who I was talking to, but it was like somebody who worked at a real company. It's like, Hazel? You might want to fix that. Oh man. Got shark steak. Crats. One thing about living in an apartment instead of a house is added safety and privacy. A couple unpleasant things happened since moving to a house that would never in a condo. Oh yeah. I figure I don't know though, like did you ever in a condo building like have someone get in the building that shouldn't have, that was just like wandering the hallways trying to get into units? Because that's never fun. It's kind of hilarious, sorry. I was so embarrassed. You'd think that I would be better at, I don't know, basic software, but I had just never seen it before and I was trying to set it up in a hurry or something. I don't know. I know it's not perfect security or anything, but I do feel better having my dog, because if nothing else, he will alert us that someone is hanging around. He will notice if someone is skulking, or even if he like come into the door and they shouldn't have been. He will woof. No one's coming near the place with a moose on the job. People scared of dogs. Yeah, it's not like a perfect. It's not a perfect thing, but it's definitely, it makes me feel better anyway. 4 dogs, doorbell madness. Moose is a real sweetie pie, but his warning growl sounds real serious. He has a very real, don't come in here. You stay away from my people. This is my happy place. Kind of a warning woof. Like walk with a foster pup. No one's gonna bother me. How's Chaos Lab going? Cats be useless, but I love them anyway. He scared the daylights out of a poor pizza guy, though. We had a window open because it was really hot, and the guy walked by the window, so Moose like actually caught a sight of somebody that he didn't know like approaching the door, And because the window was open, the bark came through the window at full volume, and the pizza guy like jumped because I guess he wasn't expecting it. And I felt so bad because like I had ordered. Oh no! What did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't go down the mine gate. Oh man, my bad. I completely forgot to go down the mine gate. I was too busy talking about my dog. Okay, it'll reset. The cloak doesn't matter. You can do it without a cloak, no problem. You just have to do the phase. Someone comes to the door. One of my dogs sticks her head through the cat door and barks and whines. One room down from the front door. Well, there he is. Yeah, I'm gonna pay 20% more attention. Partner named our dog and both of our cats. We have no pets, but she named them in case. Like she named your future pets? Imaginary pets? "99% of the time if someone's at my house to repair something, dog barks because she isn't getting enough attention." Mine will follow them around. Like, once they're inside and Moose has seen that we've, like, let someone in, he's not mad at them anymore. But then he's like, "Hey, who are you? What do your pants smell like? What do your shoes smell like? Where have you been?" And he'll just follow them around and sniff them. And then he wants to watch what they're doing. We had someone working on something in the bathroom, and Moose was just in there, like, poking his head in the door, like, "What are you doing now? What's that for?" It was... I'm lucky that everybody that's come over has liked dogs and has been like, "Nah, it's fine. I love dogs. This is no problem." Because if it was ever somebody that was actually, like, afraid of dogs, it would be a big job to try to keep my dog from watching them. He's, Moose is wonderful, but he has 0% mind your own business in him. He 1000% minds everybody else's business. So there's the shellback. One of my cats follows service people around looking for pets and then hides under the bed until an hour after they leave. Aww. Future pets, names reserved. I had like a bajillion names for female pets, like lady dogs. Lady dogs is a strange sentence, but I had like girl dog names. And I had like next to no boy dog names, and then I got a male puppy, and I'm like, well, I mean, I guess I could call you Daisy, but turns out there would have been a lot of them in the neighborhood, and also it would have been very confusing to people. If not his business, then why business? Shit. That's Moose. He would just love to stop in front of strangers' gardens and just watch them work in their yards. He would just... He wouldn't even do anything. He would just stand there and just stare at them, being like, "What's that? Oh, now what are you gonna do? Oh, are you digging? Do you want help? Do you have any extra sticks?" Put moose antlers on him for Halloween. Moose's Halloween costume is a bat. I bought him a Halloween costume, but one. He wears it for approximately 15 minutes every year. Is he a digger? I don't know. He's never had a yard. He has, on occasion, tried to dig holes out in the world, but usually it's because he wants to eat the dirt. I don't know if he wants to dig the hole for its own sake. Foster pup randomly dug up a peanut in our backyard. I don't don't know what he's gonna do with the yard. Not a clue. I don't know if he's an escape artist. I mean, I think he's gonna want to lay down in the sun and chew a stick. Pretty sure that's what he's gonna want to do. Alright, N'zoth. Help me out. One mount, please.
Your world is mine.
Nope. No mount. Well, I got 2 characters unlocked for it, so we did 4 attempts today. If there's a tree, is he gonna go full beaver on it? Watch him just like, yeah, saw the trees down. Be so happy. Bought a dog a fake cigarette toy. He loves holding it in his mouth, and my friends ended up passing out from laughing so hard. Oh man. We have these like sort of smoked meat flavored treats for him. And they're like sort of long and stick shaped. And sometimes we'll give them to him as a dinner treat. Like when we sit down to eat, we'll give him like a little thing of his own to have. So we, just between the two of us, would be like, we would call them his smokes. We'd be like, oh yeah, get the kid his smokes. And then one day we were like talking about that, and we were like, if anybody overheard us and didn't have the context that they're just like beef treats, they would take this dog away from us. Like, oh my god. Oh, no, give me my anima back. I might need it. Alright, so no mounts today. Some good attempts. We finished trying for Sylvanas. How many 80s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 80s. I don't have 10 80s. I don't know why I think I have 10. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My math has been all wrong for how many attempts I've been doing. Enough anyway, but wouldn't hurt to get another one leveled up. I've got 3 more hunters that are at 70. Wait till you use the at-home lingo at the vet when they ask what you feed him, right? Oh, man. Speaking of those, it's time for me to go cuddle him and assure him that I'm still around. I'm done for today. I'll be back tomorrow morning. More mount runs. Either more N'zoth or perhaps something else. We'll have to see. Keep an eye out my YouTube channel. I put the clip of the jailer mount drop up there, but also I'm going to get a news video together to put up tomorrow morning. Appreciate the company. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.